last week after your nervous breakdown, you went to Hastings.
Yeah.
Can I ask, why the hell did you go to Hastings? It's so arbitrary.
What do you mean?
Why go to Hastings?
You got someone arbitrary. Why did you choose that above all other places within...
It's amazing, isn't it? You look at his face when you say a word that, you know, he doesn't understand, and it just goes dead. It's like when your computer freezes.
Yeah, it is like that, yeah. Is there an equivalent to, Control-Alt-Delete when Karl just doesn't understand, so we have to press, like, knob, bollock, finger up arse. It takes him out of his sort of stupid, doesn't it?
Now that's 3 things to press, but you've only got 2 hands, so...
Wow. Yeah, I know. God, what would I do? I'd have, hold on, so I could have the thumb of my right hand, pop that up his arse. I'd have probably my index finger of my left hand on his knob. How would I press his testicles? What would I use? I'd have to use some other part.
Should we try it?
Yeah, let's go around there.
Mess about.
Look, come on. What? Sit down. This time you have a little kiss. You're so welcome.
I've already had a little,
What happened, Karl?
He loves it, he loves it. I'm just gonna give you a little kiss. Just for the webcam.
Right, hurry up then.
Alright, on the lips?
No, not on the...
Oh, come on. Oh! I love it because he hates it so much.
You won't get that radio on.
Rick, can I just kiss and make up with Karl?
No, that is...
No, let me just kiss my kiss.
Yeah, but it doesn't next week it'll be the same again. It doesn't mean anything. It's like saying sorry.
Oh, on the lips.
Go on, he's like...
Get off
I've never... Karl has gone a absolute shade of purple, straining not to have merchants...
There's no point, Steve.
No.
There's no point.
No, just shake and make up.
Shake what, Rick?
There you go. All friends, sit down. That's lovely, that's a lovely moment.
So, can we finish there now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you mean, can we finish there now?
Just play the ads and go.
What?
No, what are you talking about? We're going to play Johnny
Ricky River.
Sing it all day.
Play that then.
Goodness me, Karl, look at you.
We haven't got time.
Merry Christmas, Karl.
Merry Christmas, Karl.
Enjoy the show.
Let's give him a little kiss.
Oh, a little kiss.
Oh, no,
with tongues, it's Christmas.
Stop messing about. Get off!
Oh, yeah, also, did you see, Liquid News last night?
No. What is Liquid News? I don't really watch
It's the thing on, Choice, right, and it's, sort of celebrity news, yeah? And, Julian Clary, was on, and, they were talking about the Sony Awards the night before, which we went to, and they said, something like, a relatively unknown had won the entertainment award that we were up for, and Christian, and Chris Moyles, and Jonathan Ross, said, beating off bigger people. Not he was beating off bigger people. They weren't suggesting he was...
Was Julian Clary beating off at the
Yeah. And it said, so, the people who didn't win resorted to silliness. And it cut, right? I don't know where the camera was. It must have been miles away, because it wasn't us. Cut to me making a little hat for you out of a Budweiser box, a little dark thing, and then forcing it on your head, and you sort of struggling. Do you remember that?
I do remember it.
Yeah. They're always watching.
They were filming us?
They were filming it, yeah.
Scary.
So, yeah.
That's really scary, because some of the things we were doing...
Because I was tying scarves around your head, wasn't I? We were
touching Karl in an intimate way.
We were gaying him up. To make him feel all uncomfortable and everything. Because he doesn't like that sort of thing, do you?
Can't stand it.
We're gonna be giving you a cuddle about 5 to 3, seriously.
Yeah,
we are gonna...
On the way out...
And I've got roaming hands.
Yeah.
Do you know them girls who came up from the radio academy and sort of said, oh, so you're Karl then?
Right, yeah. A couple of fans went up to Karl.
Yeah.
Just on the way out, I said to him again, I said, look, I'm not gay. Because they were convinced I was.
That's because if you remember a couple of weeks ago, we teased Karl that he had to go as Steve's partner, to the BAFTAs, and they really meant partners. You know, after the show, when he was walking home, he was gonna go buy his suit, I actually said, they will ask you. He went, well, what if they say, and as we walk in, Steve Merchant and his boyfriend, Karl, I went, well, they won't say that as you walk in, they might overdub it on the television, so, he's going, well, what about my mates in Manchester? And he said, I'm not going. The risk of someone in Manchester thinking that he was going out with you, mind you, it was probably going, wow, if he was gonna
see where you're going with that.
If you were gonna be gay, you wouldn't choose Steve, would you?
No.
Who would you choose if you were gay?
If you could go out with any bloke, who would it be?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. He's thought about it before.
Go on. No, of course not. No, who would it be? Who, if, you know, if you were gay, what bloke would you go out with?
God. Probably, Jonathan Ross is alright.
You gay! You fancy Jonathan Ross, you Bender! Oh, Bender!
Rossi!
Bender.
Oh, you've got his number, haven't you? We should get contact.
I love you, Jonathan, you!
You know, you just mentioned there about sort of no knickers and that.
Is this gonna be your Auntie Nora?
No.
Right.
It's just, you know, like the last flat that I lived in, I always had a good view across the road and I could see, it was the hairy...
There was the hairy Chinese
not
kid.
hairy Chinese kid, he was just a Chinese kid, actually.
Yeah.
Running
Because
about.
that's rare, isn't it? Hairy Chinese kids, very rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's only one official sighting, isn't there? In one of those shit little magazines that you buy.
Yeah, he was running around in his underpants.
Sorry, you just swore ironically. I mean, I imagine if there's any newspapers listening, you did that. Because you're sort of jokey and...
Yeah, go on, let's not swear.
And there was the old woman who didn't move, she was just sat there reading the book all the time.
Who we think possibly died and no one came round for weeks,
But, and now I've moved, right? And it was quiet for a bit. I always look at what view I'm getting, right? Looks across and it was just sort of empty, sort of flats ready for people to move in and that, right? Anyway, people are in there now, right? And they've put all the furniture in, but I haven't put any curtains up.
Oh.
Right. So anyway, I'm sort of washing up, just having a look out the window. Right. Girl sort of wandering about, you know, knickers on. Right.
With no knickers on.
You mean naked?
No knickers. Well, she had a bra on.
Right, okay.
But,
She's probably looking for a knicker.
So, I thought, oh. And I don't know how long I was looking.
No.
Right. But anyway, she looks across.
Oh, God.
I think she spotted me.
Yeah.
I think, oh, God. I felt really bad.
Yeah.
I said to Suzanne...
Sorry, is this some sort of Peeping Tom confession while the Telegraph are listening?
I've no idea.
Well, it's not, that's the thing though.
Peepington.
If I was peeping, she was peeping as well, because she was looking over. Works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, all she could see of you was your bald head.
Yeah.
No, but
and your hands moving as you were washing up. And some white-looking substance rotting up.
Particularly stubborn stain on this glass.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Imagine that. Imagine if she looked across. I'm assuming your sink is lower than the window.
But didn't she just, like, just cover up or something? Or she looked back and go, oh, you're looking at my fanny?
Well, the thing I did...
What?
I thought, oh, just sort of drop me boxer shorts. Because I
What?
thought... Well, Suzanne said, what are you doing?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
No, just so they can see me cheeks of me.
What are you talking about?
No, because I thought, if she thinks I'm walking about in the nude as well, then we've both got something out of it.
Carl!
This sounds like a bad excuse in court.
I know.
This is...
Or the plot of a film on Channel 5.
I mean, this is like the doctor who got done, right, for exposing himself to a patient, and then painted that little thing, that you look down their throat pink.
Yeah.
And going, this is what they saw.
yeah.
No, so sorry, you were looking at a woman dancing around naked, right? So, the only thing you could do was immediately drop your boxer shorts.
So she looked across, saw you fully clothed, saw you took your boxer
No, she wouldn't have done, because it's sort of just the top half and the sink's at a side angle, so I was sort of looking out.
So she wouldn't have seen your trousers then anyway?
No, she did. I moved in front of the window more.
So you then made them... you actually climbed in front of the window.
Oh, this is amazing!
So you climbed in front of the window to show off
it wasn't
your naked
obvious.
lower half.
Susan said, what are you doing?
I bet she did.
What are you looking at?
So I sent you in here to clean up.
What are you doing? I'm just taking my trousers down, standing over the window. Why? Because there's a naked woman across the road. What do you think I'm doing, Suzanne? I'm exposing myself while looking at some free fanny.
Leave it.
What's up with you, Suzanne?
Leave it.
Christ.
Are we doing Rockbusters? Or
Yeah.
Oh, she sent you in there to read up on Einstein. She comes in and finds that.
Oh, brilliant!
Anyway.
Wait a minute, can I just get a final question? What did the woman across the way... What happened? What was her reaction?
I didn't look again, I just thought, you've seen a bit of action as well, we're both happy. Let's leave it.
Brilliant.
So were you waddling around like a penguin with your trousers around your ankle?
I just was walking about and Suzanne said, what are you doing? I said, I'll explain to you in a bit, but don't look out the window, because then it's
excellent.
obvious.
Then he sees, she calls her husband to look at Carl walking around naked. He goes, oh, she's got a... Quick, Suzanne, get him out. There's only one with you. Get some more friends. They've gone one more.
Anyway.
Brilliant. Right, play a record and come back to Rockbusters. And Monkey News. We haven't got enough time. Do Rockbusters. Oh, God almighty.
Right, a couple of listeners
Carl, what were you saying before we cut you off?
Yeah, it's just that, you know, you had the girls in and that, and it reminded me, I was talking to Steve in a week.
Yeah.
I think it's when people were talking about going to string fellas and that.
Yeah.
I was talking about seeing naked people.
No, yes, I asked him, I said, when he used to watch, say, if he accidentally flicked on the BBC Two and some ballet was on, would his eye ever been drawn to maybe the gentleman's lower regions rather than the ladies'?
The gentleman's package?
Yeah, would your eyes ever be accidentally drawn to that and you couldn't resist it? And you said yes.
Yeah, because, right,
Oh,
I don't
dear.
think I'm,
Oh dear.
Well, go on, I mean, fair enough.
no, right.
I'm always looking at the beautiful ladies, but fair enough.
Yeah,
No, go on.
but, right.
Have you ever looked at Wayne Sleep's testicles?
I went out.
Have you ever looked at Wayne Sleep's penis and testicles?
I went out on a night out, right, and it was it got to some point in the night where 2 women and 2 fellas got on the stage.
Right.
Right. Started stripping off.
Yes.
Yeah. Just what, members of the audience?
No, I think they were, like, part of the act, right?
Right.
And,
What was it, panto?
they downed, the fellas had, like, their undies on, and the girls just had their knickers on.
Yeah.
Right? And,
Sounds pretty erotic at the moment. Go on.
and at the same time, they all whipped the pants off,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. It was
Now-
Bucks Fizz, wasn't it? The adult show.
Now, I said to Steve, at that point,
Sorry, I wasn't there. He said it to me later.
yeah.
I said, well, you have a quick glance at the fellas. And then the annoying thing was, I thought, right, now I'll have a look at the women, and it was too late. They put the knickers on.
How long were you looking at the fellas?
Not that long, but
But
it
why
was
were
like
you looking at them first?
it's human nature, isn't it?
Why?
I don't know, but I'm sure you would have done the same thing. You just
Why?
sort of think, well, how are they shaping up?
So it's a comparative test.
So who had the biggest knob? Which one of the blokes had the biggest knob?
No, it's like, normal. But,
This is a whole new side of you.
This is a whole other area.
So you look at ballet dancers, you look at the gentleman's.
No, I don't.
package.
I just was, when he said this, it reminded me of this night when I was walking home thinking,
Oh,
didn't get a look. Because I was messing
where
out.
was this? What event was this where people are stripping off?
Carl, I tell you what, you are the most interesting man I've ever met.
But are you comfortable being nude and that?
We've done this. Well, I don't know what this is. We did this last week about, are you comfortable being nude?
No,
I think
I know, I was talking
you're
about
probably
that.
most comfortable being nude. It's just probably not in public.
Well, Ricky's only really comfortable nude when he's eating.
yeah. There's nothing to get,
Yeah, you can just wipe
spilt on
yourself
it.
down.
Yeah, you just sit in the bath. Yeah.
No, but I've talked about that, and then when I went home, I was talking to Suzanne about it, and she said, "What's all that about? You don't like being nude, right?" And I said, well, "It's not."
It's like I'm part of an Alan Bennett play. It's just, I love the way you talk.
Remember once, right? I don't know if you should talk about this really, but
Well, that means you should, so go on.
Go on.
oh yeah, right. We went to Tenerife, right, one year. And I was still living in Manchester.
I'm scared now.
Yeah,
that
I don't know
why you
what's
said that. I'm
going
actually scared.
I'm thinking about Suzanne, but she's
Well,
working.
I don't want to know anything about Suzanne,
Come
to be
on, no,
honest.
but
If
come on,
it
It
Go on.
involves me more.
Let's
Go
hear
on,
the story.
go
But
on.
I'm just explaining to you that I don't like being nude.
Yes.
Go on.
So you're in Tenerife.
In Tenerife, right? Didn't have much money. Stayed in this apartment that wasn't that nice, right? Had cockroaches in it and stuff, right? Didn't have much money to go out at night. So we're in this sort of death trap of an apartment, right? Anyway, so when I was younger, right, had a bit more energy. So
He's 30.
80, I know.
so start having it away a bit.
It's a joy.
Beautiful.
It's
So,
good, yeah. I've been here to a while. I love it. Go on.
Right, so, doing what I do, right?
Yeah.
Someone starts banging on the door. So Suzanne
Everyone's
says,
at it. Right, so you mean knocking on the door? Right, okay.
knocking on the door, right? So Suzanne said, you better get it. So I said, I can't get it now, can I? I'll have to wait a bit. Right. I can't go to the door.
Go on.
So the banging's getting louder.
Yeah.
Someone at the door.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, hurry up, it must be important. I'm like, in a minute. So anyway.
I don't want to know anymore.
Keep
going. No, come on, finish the story.
Open the door. It's a fireman. So I just stick my head round, and he's going, "You'll have to get out. The building's on fire." Right? So I'm like, "In a minute."
Sorry, you weren't still having sex at this point?
No, but, you know,
Right.
still sort of got to wait a minute, or I can't get my pants on.
Oh, Carl, I wish I'm so sorry.
Right, go on. So the place is burning down.
So it could be a serious big fire going on.
Yeah.
I'm sort of waiting. You can hear people sort of screaming and that, panicking.
Is that because the door's open and you're nude?
The fireman's saying, "Will you get out? Will you get out?" I'm saying, "In a minute."
Right.
And Suzanne was saying, you know, think of something that's not sexy.
Sure.
So I was thinking of people, you know, thinking maybe down in a fire might sort of calm you down.
Yeah.
Then the fireman said, "We need a big pole."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure, go on.
But what I'm saying is, that, to me, I wouldn't have wanted to go out and be safe over, do you know what I mean, over being naked. I don't like walking about without on. So what I'm saying is, even if that fire...
I love the idea of everyone huddled now with all the firemen. It just, the camera's pans along and it's Carl.
Yeah, a
just
local news report.
naked. With still
But would
standing proud.
you have gone out without on?
But why do I have to go out with now on? I just grab a pair of jeans.
Alright, but you just, you know...
What?
There's a fire, Carl!
Yeah, but
See, not everyone looks at men's packets. That's only you, remember. Most of the other firemen wouldn't be going, "Oh, look at him."
But what I'm interested in is
he's
how
pleased
long...
to see us.
Carl, how long did it take? And did the thought of dying in a fire help?
After a bit, but the fireman sort of had a go at me.
Sure.
What do you mean?
Well, he wasn't happy that I was dawdling.
Well, to be fair...
But what can you do?
Answers on a postcard. To the usual address, XFM, care of Leicester
record.
Square.
Well, let's just get these right.
So let's play a record, let's have Rockbusters and Monkey News.
We don't have time for
afterwards.
monkey news.
We'll squeeze them in.
Wow. Right, just letting you know I've got a YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Karl Pilkington. In fact, if you go to karlpilkington.com, it's all there. I've got a YouTube channel. I've got a Twitter thing. I'm not using that though. But I just want you to know that that one is the official one, because these other knobheads who are pretending to be me and it does me head in. So you're not talking to me on Twitter because I don't do it. So that's the official one, right? That'll be like at Karl Pilkington. And I've got a Facebook page that I don't go on it that much. If you're in Australia and you've got any questions, put them on the Facebook thing, and I'll probably stay up late one night and answer a load. So that's in your time. Anyway, I've got some questions that have come through, and these are the sort of things that I get. Kevin LaRock says, "Have you ever been to Canada?" No, I haven't. James Duran, hiya. Is there any plans for Carl to visit Australia in the near future? No. That's why I'm doing these videos. It's too far to go. Probably easier to sort of go to the moon in a way. It's easier on the body because there's no sort of jet lag there. When you get there, you can stay up. You can stay in your own time frame, can't you? Go to Australia, it's like 12 hours difference. So I'd rather go to the moon than to Australia. That's mental. Jason Cox says, "Hello, my wife and I are watching your show, Moaning Alive. Cheers." Everyone's always nice on Facebook. Jason Cox, he just says that him and his wife are enjoying watching the Moaning Alive new programme. Cheers. Mary Stanley, alright Carl, it's Wednesday. Tell me what you're working on right now. I'm not working on anything. I just want to have some time off. I've been travelling about, I've got a bad back. It's my L5S1. It's sort of gone and worn out a bit. So I'm not doing... in fact, I'm well bored at the moment. Again, that's part of the reason I've sort of agreed to do these videos. I haven't got much going on. About 3 days ago, you're not going to believe this, I was sat there trying to make the cat yawn. You know, they say yawning's sort of contagious. I wondered whether it was in the sort of the cat kingdom. I just sat in front of the cat yawning. After about 40 minutes it yawned. I don't know if I've caused that or it's just bored. But that's the sort of life I'm having at the moment. I'm not up to much at all. Simon Bately, quick question: would you rather eat shit-flavoured chocolate or chocolate-flavoured shit? Good one. Probably chocolate-flavoured shit, isn't it? And if it tastes nice, then it's not that bad, is it? It's like most food, isn't it? A lot of food, a lot of treats are like full of shit, but they taste nice, that's why we eat them. So that's what I have. Hello, Carl, do you speak Portuguese? No. Have you tried a pomegranate? I mean, Jesus, these are the reasons why I don't go on Facebook and Twitter a lot. These are the sort of questions I'm getting. I have tried a pomegranate. It's a lot of messing about. It's the one you eat with a needle, isn't it? I haven't got time, really. Well, I have got time. I was trying to make a cat yawn the other day. But I don't want to use my time eating a fruit that you have to use a needle to eat the pips with. You know, if you're meant to have 5 fruits a day, you're going to take up a full day eating fruit if you have to piss about with a needle every time you have a bit of fruit. So I have had one, but I don't like them. I prefer grapes. Just wondering if you've seen the Human Dolls programme on Channel 4. It's mental. Yeah, I did see it, yeah. Right, so that's that. I'm going to be doing a Q&A on Facebook around sort of early February for people in Australia. So if you want to chuck out, you know, any questions, I'll answer them then. All right, cheers. Quizzes. What I did was, when I was on holiday...
Yeah.
Right, you said, you know, come up with a new idea, right? So the best way of coming up with ideas is sort of,
Thinking.
sort of nicking a TV show name and then twisting it a bit.
Yeah.
So...
Or just rip off Simon Mayo's idea completely.
That's good advice for anyone out there.
I didn't...
Yeah.
If you're interested in ideas.
See, Karl is presently, running a course writing for TV.
Yeah.
And that's the lesson 1, isn't it? Just
That's
rip
lesson
something
one.
else off.
Just do an idea and change the title slightly.
Yeah,
Well,
go on.
this one I haven't really got I don't know what to do on the game, but I'm thinking, strike it Ricky.
That's all you've got? That's what you've come up with. How long did that take?
What is that?
I just thought it sounded a bit like Lucky. Forget that one then.
Yeah, forget that one. Okay, yeah. Well, no, good. No, we all have hits and misses. Even Spielberg's, not all his films, you know, can hit the. Go on.
Right.
No, okay, no, it's a good. Go on.
Do you remember Big Brother?
Yeah. Do I remember Big Brother? No, go on.
Big Mother, right? You call in. If your mum's heavy, you win a CD.
What do you mean? How can you prove that?
Alright, forget that. Right, ER. Here's one.
Right, ER. Good one.
No.
Yeah, no.
The Price is Right, remember that?
Yeah.
Right.
The Price is Ricky?
No. The Rice is Right. And what I do, I read from an Indian menu and a Chinese menu. You tell me whether you have pilau or egg fried.
He's a genius, isn't he? He really is a modern.
That one.
Go on then.
I
Go
don't
into that. Let's go into this one. Let's not cross this off right away. Go on then. What you read from what?
Well, I'll get a couple of menus from like an Indian and a Chinese takeaway.
Yeah.
And I'll go like, chicken korma.
Well, could I just suggest that as it's an Indian, it will be pilau, and anything you read out that is.
Yeah, but you don't know which one I'm reading from.
What, the chicken korma's Indian, isn't it?
Yeah, so you go pilau. But then
Well, then you might as well say Indian or Chinese.
No, because then the name wouldn't work. The Rice is Right.
Okay, yeah, I forgot you're working for the title backwards, aren't you? Okay, yeah. Okay.
I'm so confused. I don't know where I am or what day it is.
A programme that they've been in on Channel 4, right?
Can you cross that out? We're not doing The Rice is Right
I
either.
don't understand the Rice is Right.
No, go on.
I'll tell you that later. We'll have a game in the office, right? A game that they've been in on Channel 4, but has got really big viewing figures.
Well, obviously not.
Right.
Or they wouldn't be binning it. Go on.
Do you know 15 to 1?
Yeah.
They're getting rid of that, right?
Are they?
I'm thinking 15 Taiwan. Get some items that are made in Taiwan, right? Get 15 items, and I say what they are, and then you go, oh, I bet it's the vase. Or something.
That's one that's made in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Just explain that again very quickly.
No, don't go.
Alright,
Cross it out.
forget that.
Cross it out. 15 Taiwan.
Right.
Ho, ho, ho. Placebo in this picture on XFM 104.9. 8 minutes to go. Let's make it a good 8 minutes, and then we can all chill out. Yeah? Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Play the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Oh, excellent. A particularly aggressive jingle this week.
Wow.
Yeah, looking forward to this monkey news.
Carl.
Right.
Come on.
So, what's the name?
What?
We've done...
Sorry, what?
Brilliant.
We've done a lot of monkeys who, like, got involved in crime and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? We had, the one on the train station, nicking a bag.
Yeah.
We had the one who went into a bank.
Who cares?
Went into a bank. And walked out with the money and stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Didn't happen either. Next.
But the thing is, you never sort of found out what happened to them. If they sort of got worse, got more involved into crime and
monkey
stuff.
news update.
That would be amazing.
Brilliant.
What they found out in India is,
Yeah.
it's got a prison. It's just for monkeys.
You mean wild animals? You mean
a zoo?
Yeah, a zoo or a kennel or something that where it's been gone mental or something.
No, it's a prison.
Yeah,
It's a prison.
does it have fraud cases?
It's
Mainly sort of animals that are attacked things. It's mainly violence, I bet. That's my
that and theft.
Say it again.
Stuff. Theft.
Say it again.
Theft.
Say it again.
Robbing.
No, let's go back to that word. We're going to keep doing it. We've got 6 minutes. You're going to say the word right before you go to Hastings.
Well, you say it.
No,
Well, no, because then you know how to say it.
Well, all right, robbing then. It's been caught robbing.
Say it again, though.
Who's
anyway.
robbing? Who's robbing?
So, they've got this prison, right?
This is extraordinary.
Say it again.
No, you're not going to say it?
No, go on then.
So they got a prison for them, right? And there's 11 of them in there, 11 monkeys.
Right.
That are in there for life. Because that's... I think there's one just got out on parole, right?
No time off for
But there's 11, I'll give you the bit of paper because I thought this was...
Weird. You thought it was a bit weird.
Now, Carl, what are they in there for then? Because, I mean, they're in there for life, so I'm assuming it's murder, is it? Premeditated murder? They're not crime bosses, are they? They're not...
Are they
prostitution and gambling?
Are you sure they're not just the pawns and their head sort of like orangutans up a tree going, remember, you don't know me. You're on your own.
If I go down, you're all coming with me.
You take some of your gorillas down there and sort him out.
Oh, the great banana robbery. I wonder if they get them.
Right, go on then.
Okay, let me see. Now, I don't know what source this is, as ever.
Is it just the back of a fag packet found in a toilet?
Well, no, I mean, someone's clearly... If this is nonsense, then someone's clearly gone to a lot of effort, because it does open with the headline, Parole unlikely for inmates of monkey prison.
Yeah!
Officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail. Officials? Now, what kind of people work at a monkey jail? Where do you work? It says officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail are unlikely to ever be released. The prison in Patilia houses monkeys apprehended by game wardens in Punjab state for thieving and attacking people. The Daily Telegraph reports how the monkeys at the prison in Montebello snarl and glare at visitors from their heavily barred cages. 2 monkeys were released a year ago after exhibiting good behaviour for 18 months in the jail. They have remained out of trouble. Prison can work, that's good.
So
all 11 monkeys...
They were aggressive wild animals that were taken away from the public for their own good.
And robbing and that.
Wildlife officials believe part of the problem has been caused by thieves training monkeys to help them. Lorry drivers training monkeys as guards for vehicles, and itinerant entertainers using ill-treated monkeys as part of their act.
It's the monkey that takes the rap.
It's a shame, that, isn't it?
That is awful. They didn't know what they were doing, did they?
Oh, so there you go.
What do you think of that, though, Carl? What would if you could visit them, like Lord Longford or something? What would you say to them? You go there and you get a visit a week or something. You know.
So can you get us a video? Right.
Do they get conjugal rights?
Do you reckon? You wouldn't be interested in that, though, would you?
They get what?
Would you be happy to give them their conjugal rights?
Yeah, would you?
Fair enough.
All right.
Off to Hastings.
Off you
See
go.
you later.
Well, coming up to today's show, as I said, we've got all the greatest hits of...
The greatest hits?
No, that
is what you said.
Now, I was going to say that there'd be no swearing on today's show. There's going to be none at all. No profanity or filth or anything like that on today's show. There was too much last week, and it's got to be stopped, seriously.
What, the boss, was it? Is he really nobbling you?
No, higher authority than him.
Really?
Yeah.
What, the radio authority?
No.
They've been on to you? I'll tell you, the reason is because you were just pushing it to last night. I'm not surprised.
It was my mum. I've got to stop swearing. Well, it was her birthday, and I phoned her in the week. And she launched straight into it. I was well, listen to this.
You taped your mum?
Yeah, listen.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Oh. Do you know you don't have to go far on your radio, don't you?
What?
Your language, my son.
What?
Well, arse and piss and C-T.
I don't say it. Yeah, no, it's all bleeps out. It's all electronically cleaned up.
Yeah, I know. You take it steady. I didn't bring you up that way.
Yeah, well, I got it from you. You used to F and C all over the place when I was little.
No, I didn't.
Well, you used to come in with a bottle of gin in one hand and a cigar in the other.
You lying, kid.
Yeah, no. Yeah. For bingo, right? You used to come in with a vicar.
Yeah.
Nicky's sherry. You used to come in, effing and blinding. You know, I'm 5 years old. How am I meant to be?
You lying toad. You lying toad.
How old are you?
73.
73.
And I used to correct you in every way you spoke.
Yeah.
You didn't learn a lot. You got a real old Berkshire accent.
Well, yeah, I wonder where that came from.
And that other bloke, tell him your handle is Ricky.
Why? What's the matter?
And it's not Gervais. It's Gervais. So correct him when he's on the radio.
Yeah.
Your handle is Ricky.
Yeah. Do you want to give him a message? Because I'm taping this.
Oh, you ain't.
Yeah.
He said, do you want to give him a message? Because I'm taping.
Faith No More from Out of Nowhere on XFM 104.9. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
What?
Gervais? Oh, it's got to be Ricky Gervais. My mummy says it's got to be Ricky Gervais.
You don't want to get on the wrong side of her.
Don't call me Gervais anymore. It's Ricky Gervais.
Honestly, you don't want to wind her up.
What's all that nonsense about handle? Your handle is Ricky Gervais. What handle? What's she talking
She
about?
was into CB, wasn't she?
What?
Yeah. She was not younger then. She was about 60.
Right.
And it was at its peak, and she used to go around, things like, I'm in the land of the brain buttles, I'll be an eyeball, pregnant roller skate, all that sort of stuff. I don't know what she was talking about. I'm in the pub, right? She used to have a gang.
What, your mum?
Yeah, used to have, they're called the backyardies. They used to come out and, be in the garden.
Right.
Doing a bit of gardening and sort of crazy paving.
Right.
Hey, help me with that rockery, Lil Chill. That was her
Lil
name.
Chill.
Yeah, it was next door. Her name was Lil, and she married Mr. Chill, so she was Lil Chill. Yeah, honestly, you don't want to wind her up. We've got an ad break, then Radiohead, and then the second half of the call. You know why I'm scared of her after this.
XFM.
Yeah, I was funny, right, because I was in Crowley's show earlier. Gary Crowley. Have you heard of Gary Crowley?
I don't know whether I have or not.
Gary Crowley's a DJ.
Oh.
You better say yes, you have, because he's going to listen to this.
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of him?
Not bad.
Oh.
But listen, we've taped all your last 3 weeks. I'm just going to send it to Larry today
Yeah.
for him to hear.
Good.
You go careful. You don't have to go near the bone.
I bet you can't wait. You don't believe I'm going to play this, do you?
Not if there's any swearing on there, you better not.
Well, you wouldn't swear, would you?
No. I never taught you to swear anyway. I used to correct you in everything you said and done.
Yeah.
Even to the teas in the water. You remember? And the teas in the butter.
You've never had water?
No.
Unless it's mixed in with beer?
No.
Remember when you taught me to do the dustman's blow when you hold one nostril and blow it all out the others?
You filthy animal.
You taught me that.
I did not.
You used to come in and you used to, if I was naughty, you used to gob at me.
Ian, I'm talking filthy. You know I couldn't do that because things like that makes me sick anyway. Yeah,
I can't wait to play this on Sunday.
No, and I won't wait to get up there and get you.
Do us an ident. Say, Ricky Gervais is my son on XFM.
Ricky Gervais is my son on XFM.
104.9.
104.9.
Yeah. That's
I
it.
think that's a nice Berkshire accent.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, okay then, 73.
Yeah, don't tell everybody. They all want to join in.
Yeah. Alright then, well I'll,
Right.
73.
And you go careful what you're saying.
Alright then.
Right.
See you later.
Cheerio.
Bye. So, no swearing, Steve, yeah?
I can't believe you're scared of your mum.
I'm not scared of my mum.
You're scared of your mum.
And you said I was drinking last night on the show. Last time. I wasn't.
No, you were. Well, might not have been drinking. You were smoking.
Oh, she knows I don't smoke.
Well, no, she knows you don't smoke cigarettes.
You don't know her, Steve.
Hey, and what about does she know about the steroids? Hey, I mean, how do you explain that physique when you go around to see her?
She just thinks I work out a lot.
Well, it just seems to me, Gervais, that, no swearing on the Ricky Gervais Show. I mean, that's what's made our name. That's our bread and butter.
Yeah.
I mean...
Butter, it is. There's 2 T's in butter.
It just seems to me, Gervais, that you're compromising the show. You're compromising the show.
I wouldn't compromise the show just when my mum's listening. It's Kenny Rogers.
Action! हमें मालूम है हाय कि बारे में कायदा कानून नहीं है पुलिस इसके बारे में कई कार आई है
अरे स्कॉटलैंड यार्ड की पुलिस से कम नहीं ना है बिहार पुलिस
Scotland Yard?
क्या
Hamko Malumi hua hai. Kibahami. Jungle Raj Sheltaha. Kahi political leaders ka. Bayan Hamama past.
Good. Rolling. By take on. Action. Hey, Connie.
ये वही काले पांडे है ना जिसने आईएएस की बीवी का रेप किया
I
था?
laughed, I just laughed. Sorry about that. It was good delivery. That was good. Hey, Connie. Hey, Connie. Sorry, I'll do it again. Right, go on. Do it this time.
Hey, Connie. Hey, Connie.
Action!
Oh, sicko. Yeah, Connie.
ये वही काले पांडे है ना? Why are you laughing?
I'll go. Sorry.
You gotta be right now.
Yeah, I know, he's just been
Relax
battered.
him.
I know, it's
He's
just...
teasing me.
Record! Action!
Yeah, Connie.
ये वही काले पांडे है ना जिसने आईएएस की बीवी का रेप किया था?
Can you just get a single on him? Just have the camera on him when he says yippee.
Possibly, Anders. Maybe send in a CV. Or email a CV.
He's put a little bit of all of us in that, hasn't he? Oh, I'll ask you if he's a goggle-eyed freak, Steve.
Alright, calm down.
Well, no, I didn't mean...
there's no need to get insulted.
No, I didn't
No need to
necessarily
get
mean
nasty.
you,
No
did
need
I?
to get nasty.
Well,
Also, I was thinking about that, actually, Steve.
Oh, God.
Just talking of the old,
What?
What?
Talking to the what?
No. Do you know, like...
This better be good.
No, you don't have that many girlfriends and that.
what do you mean?
Carl, why are we on this? I was defending you in the whole monkey discussion. Come on, what's your point? What's your point? What's your point?
No, what's the point? What's the point?
I just was thinking...
If there was an infinite number of Steves?
You're an odd-looking fella.
Come on, Carl, get to the...
No, you know
cut
I
to
know
the quick.
that. I've told you that
Cut
loads
to
of
the quick.
times.
What do you mean, you know I know that?
Well, there's no point pretending anymore.
Steve, I'm flabbergasted.
But also, you don't like spending money, right?
He's mean and weird looking.
Valentine's Day.
I'm gonna. Oh.
Are you sort of, you know...
You've got to love him though, haven't you?
What are you happier with? The fact that no girls like you enough, right?
This is really mental.
Or are you happy because you don't have to spend any money on a card for someone?
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Right, let's have more monkey news. What have we got?
No, we've got
We've got so much to get into this show. Insults,
We don't need
stupidity.
the insults. I think we've got enough. We don't need the
Yeah,
insults.
there's no more insults. No more
What
insults.
angers me with Carl is you know he's been planning that.
No, I haven't. I was thinking about it on the way in because Valentine's Day is coming up and I'm not a big fan of it.
Condoms?
You bought your girlfriend a box of condoms for Christmas. I don't think you can have a go at me. To be fair.
No, but I don't just treat her on Valentine's. I'm always... Do you know what I mean?
You don't even treat her on Valentine's. You don't even treat her at Christmas or on her
Hang
birthday.
on.
When do you treat her?
Hang on a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute there. Oh, why I order.
took her out. I took her out
Wait
last
a
night.
minute. What was that? Tiffany dog.
I treat your girlfriend better than you, and I've only met her twice.
I took her out last night and she enjoyed herself.
Where'd you go?
Until she had to write the cheque.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
To a chippy. A really...
Play a record!
To a chippy?
No, a really quality one.
Right.
Oh, God!
Under a fiver for two.
Oh,
cold
nice
lots.
wrapping. Not newspaper, greaseproof paper.
And bread.
And bread.
Alright.
What about teenagers, and do you feel that life was better in, say, the 1950s?
I don't know, I wasn't around. So
But you understand what it was like in those days. You've seen happy days.
I don't know, people always say, don't they? Old people always say, it's a better life in the 50s. And it's like, yeah, it was for them. Of course it was for them. They're old now. Being old isn't great, is it? So you're just happy with your lot. I suppose I was happiest in about 1984.
Quite a specific year.
Why?
It
Why
was
was that?
just I was free and happy. Do you know what I mean?
How old were you?
I don't know. 22,
He's just counting on his fingers now.
12.
Right, okay.
And it was just good.
So the happiest days of your life were between the age of 12 and 13?
Yeah, it was good. I had the world ahead of me.
Little did you know your hair was going to fall out and you were going to whinge every minute of the day.
I had my bike. I like messing about my bike. You had your mates. I had a pet magpie.
So you were probably the teenager that you eventually hate?
Probably.
Were you a good lad, law-abiding?
I wasn't bad. I just sort of, you know, just potted about. I mean, when people talk about what was on the telly back then, I don't have that much memory of it because I was always out. I was always playing out.
What were you doing when you were out?
Just playing about, just like on a bike or...
Just riding in a circle endlessly through blizzards,
I loved it.
rain, sleet, hail.
I never seemed to be in. I was always... When everyone always goes, where were you when Band-Aid was happening? I was always out on my bike. And everything was like...
you and McGregor?
A memory's always sort of like coming in for some orange and looking at the telly and seeing Princess Diana's getting married, and my mum says, have you seen this? And I'm going, oh, I'm going out on my bike. I was always doing that. The only time I was in the house...
This is why you don't know anything, because you never stopped.
Yeah, but this is what being a kid's about.
But
That's
all
what I
the
mean, being
information
free.
you have, Carl, is as though you've gleaned it as you raced by on a bike. It's almost like, you know, every piece of information you have.
Your hair blowing in the wind. Carl, your hair will blow out one day. Oh, don't talk stupid, ma'am.
It was easy. So yeah, 12 to 13 was good.
But you see...
And it was all downhill from then, was it?
13, you're a teenager then, aren't you? Life got tough.
Yeah, how did it get tough?
Just straight away when I was 13, my mum was like, you know, oh, it's your 13th birthday, you're a teenager now.
Right.
And she gave us a quid to go and get a cake to celebrate it. Went to the supermarket, got a cake, and I just thought, I don't like the look of this. Don't like the look of the way the future is here.
On his 13th birthday!
Well, you were buying a cake. What did you see at the supermarket?
It was kind of like, I don't know, I suddenly felt grown up. I didn't like it.
But I think you were always about 58, really, with your outlook.
Well, yeah, my mum always said I was old. She said I was an old baby. She said I could frown before I could walk. So they always had a bit of a worry look on my face. Didn't say much, just always listened. My eyes moved about more than I did. Just sat there looking around, looking stressed.
My eyes moved about more than I did. Oh dear, couldn't walk. Well, I can't walk, but I'll try and get a bit of movement in my face. It's a workout, a baby workout. Aye, babies, well, if you can't walk, what about your face? Let your face do the walking.
It sounds like that horror film. It sounds like Pilkington's Baby.
Yeah.
Just you lying there in your cot.
I didn't like all the stuff that's set up for you. Like, my mum tried to send me to, like, a nursery. I said, no, I'm not having this.
Just like that.
I said when I'm older and I've got to go, I'll go, but let's leave out this bit. And she said, all right. She was...
I love the fact he could reason with her. I love him. He's 3 years old with a pipe. She's going, you're going to nursery. She goes, I think not, Mum.
I mean, kids don't play out, do they? Kids, you know, parents are scared to let the kids play out, and that's why the streets are dangerous now, because no one's playing out on the streets. Whereas when I was a kid, everyone was out on the streets. The streets were safer, because there was more people knocking about.
Right.
Let the kids play out.
It must be like a constant, like a Larry painting, his front garden, do you know what I mean? Just loads of people just walking around.
There was never any problems. I was sort of taken away by some fella.
What?
Whoa, no, I was playing about in the garden.
Yeah.
But my dad's mate, Tony, he did tiling with him. He drove past, and he saw me looking a bit fed up, so he just leant over, picked me up, took me to the pub. Now, the thing is, there wasn't panic. People weren't going, oh, God, where's Carl gone?
He's out.
Just
How old were you?
He's down the pub.
Yeah,
he's 4 years old, yeah. Well, he's only having a...
He's down the pub with Tony, probably playing darts.
Yeah, I was about 3 or 4.
Sorry, so some bloke drives by who happens to be a friend of your dad's, thinks that baby looks grumpy. Yeah. I'm taking him down to the pub.
That's what it was
Tony,
like.
you bringing a baby to the pub? Yeah, I might do, yeah, we'll bring in ours. All right, see you later, mate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whereas now they go, the baby's gone, there's a big full-on panic going on.
Yeah, but I think it says more about your parents that they didn't do that. They looked out in the back car and you were gone. Some bloke's driving off in a van. They're just going, oh, well.
They drove down the pub.
Doesn't Princess Diana look lovely? This is absurd. So what happened when you got down the pub?
I just was there for a bit, and then...
for a bit? Just had a game of pool?
Then my dad came in. It was like, oh, there you are.
Oh, there you are! I love that! Where's my baby? I'm just going to have a quick pint. Oh, there you are. All right, mate.
So, yeah, I think things were better back then. Right, look at it like this.
Jesus.
Look, I see it all the time now.
Go on.
You go, where are you going to someone? And they go, I'm going to Dorset.
Aye.
Oh, aye. What road are you taking? Don't know. Just pop on the sat nav. Now, that's a start, isn't it?
Okay. Let's act that out with me, okay? I'm going away for the weekend, Carl.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Dorset.
Oh, yeah. Are you getting there?
Car.
All right. Which way are you going?
Don't know. Why do you want to know?
Oh, just making a friendly chat. Just, you know, I'm interested in geography. Which way are you going?
Well, I don't know really. I've got a sat nav in my car, and I want to get in there. And what do you mean? What?
Bit lazy, isn't it?
Well, I'm not a pigeon. I don't.
Have you got an A to Z?
Well, yeah, but it's on a computer, the A to Z. What's the difference between looking at an A to Z and...
It's a bit lazy, though.
Not really, no. Why? Why is it any different that I've got it computerised so I can go along? A to Z's a bit dangerous, isn't it? It's a bit... Don't go to A to Z when you're driving along.
Clive, who are you talking to? Because we need to hit the road. We need to get going.
Well, it's this fucking idiot who wants to know what road I'm taking, which is a fucking boring thing to ask anyway.
Sorry, who is this twat? Because we really got to get going.
He's a fucking dickhead. I think he's an A to Z salesman by the driver. I mean,
just tell him we're using the sat nav because it's the quickest, most efficient way to do it.
It's the quickest, most efficient way of doing it.
No, but look what's happened.
Who the fuck are you?
Would Columbus found America if he had a sat nav?
Yes!
No, he wouldn't.
He'd have put in America and he would have taken it to
He wouldn't.
America.
He only found it because he got lost. Now, if everybody just goes...
Hold on. How would an undiscovered country be on a sat-nav?
No.
Go on.
But I just
What's the difference between the sat-nav and the map in that regard?
Because I've found some lovely little cafes on roads I've never been on.
And I've instantly gone from finding a continent to a little cafe.
I love that!
Little greasy spoon.
I am off to discover the unknown world. Where are you going? Well, I don't know yet, it's the unknown world. What are you taking? Just a boat, all lazy swim, you cunt. I love the fact that he's so Luddite now, he's annoyed at the sat-nav. I mean, you'd have probably given Columbus a hard time. Oh, got a compass. Don't you know where north is, you twat?
I just think there's something in being lost. I never feel lost. I just think, I've had a diversion. Because you find new things. I'm forever going down...
Suzanne's asking the French peasant where the...
I just think, Columbus...
All right, what's the most interesting thing you found when lost?
Like I say, I found a shop that was like a fancy dress shop.
Amazing.
Do you need fancy dress stuff?
Dressed up as Columbus, went and bought a sat-nav, went to Dorset for the weekend.
You never go out. Why do you need a fancy dress shop? That sounds like the one thing you would hate is fancy dress.
Yeah, but I like looking at they have like a space helmet in there.
Right, so you found a fancy dress shop. Where are you supposed to be going that you had time to get sidetracked and go in a...
I think I was going to a meeting.
Amazing, that's the last time!
So you want to get lost?
Yeah, you don't want to get lost, do we?
Because I always give myself loads of time because I get lost a lot. I always give myself...
Get a sat-nav!
No, I'm just saying, that's how you find little treats along the way, and next time you pass it, or next time someone says, do you know where the fancy dress shop is? You go, yeah, I do.
You go, I have no idea because I was lost. I didn't know where it was.
No, normally I learn.
I'm not going to tell you, lazy cunt. Have you got an A to Z? Oh, that's harsh.
Yeah, find it yourself, you lazy twat.
It's more an attitude, it's more mood. Yeah, exactly.
Don't get hung up on this.
Hi, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Warwick Davis on the set of our... That's fine. Hey? But I'm just doing something. That's fine. Oh, sorry. On the set of our sitcom Life's Too Short.
Just a little bit.
It's fine, it's just for a press
It's really
launch.
important, okay?
Coming soon to BBC Two. It's sort of like a cross between The Office and Extras, really. It's a fake documentary and a backdrop to sort of media and... Anyway, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, coming soon.
Two skim milk lattes.
Thank you.
Stephen.
Cheers, man. Yeah.
We should just explain that the point we've reached now, obviously we did the podcasts, millions of people became fascinated listening to our conversations with Karl, and now HBO have decided that that is worthy of an animation, and they've animated those conversations.
You excited to be on the coolest channel in the world?
Never seen it. Never seen it.
No, but you've seen some of the programmes that our stable mates are incredible. Sopranos, Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Wire.
Some of the greatest programmes ever made, Karl.
I've seen them. So I've heard about them, people like them, but there's just so many of them now, aren't there?
Well, it's classy, wins all the awards, just brilliant, up to date, cutting edge.
Because we're up against some good stuff.
Yeah, we're not up against them, are we?
Well, is it better? That's that problem, isn't it? Is it better to be, the small fish thing? Is it better to be next to a load of rubbish and people go, oh, thank God, something decent is
That's a good saying. That's a lovely saying. That's a lovely analogy and metaphor. Is it what was the saying? Is it better to be a small fish thing, or next to some rubbish? Good.
Isn't that one of Obama's?
I think so. Yeah. That's good. That. What was it again?
You know what I mean?
Go on.
Well, people. It depends.
No, don't say the saying.
The saying's daft. That's why I didn't say it all. They say it's better to be. Well, no. They say. I didn't say.
They say it's better to be a big fish in a small pond than a small fish in a big pond.
Yeah.
What do you think
but then, well, it's daft, isn't it? That's. If I was that big fish in a small pond, I'd be going up, put me in the big pond. Give me. Why would you want to be a big fish in a small pond?
I don't think the pond's so small that the fish can't fit in it and it's flapping around outside.
It doesn't mean that, oh, me, I can't move. It means I'm in charge here. This is good. I'm the big I am in here. In a big pond, I'm nothing. There's bigger fish than me.
Isn't that better?
What?
Just not being noticed. It's like when you see those big sort of pools of fish swimming about, and you've got a whale that goes along, or a basking shark, and it goes right through them.
Yeah.
Don't knock about in that crowd. Be a loner. That basking shark couldn't be arsed chasing me. They'd go, I'm never going to catch that. He's on his own. Don't knock about with the crowd.
Well, actually,
go off on your own.
Actually, it's better to be in a crowd.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Nah. Go alone. Be your own fish. Be alone. And the basking shark.
What's that saying? There's a saying coming out of this. What's the saying then? We've worked it out.
I'd say be a small fish in a big old ocean.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't stay in a pond because you're restricted.
Okay, is this all part of the saying, or are you going to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing's good about that saying. A big fish in a small pond. Well, let's face it, it's not in charge. Even the big fish in the small pond isn't in charge because it's a pond. So that means they're in someone else's garden. So they're not in charge. So it doesn't work at all.
I'm going to bet.
It doesn't work.
It's a pond in someone else's garden.
Yeah.
Do you recycle?
I don't really do I don't separate stuff. I don't sort of put, there's the cans, there's the paper.
You don't do that?
You just throw it away, do you?
Yeah.
That's not recycling, they can't do anything with that.
That annoys me when you're just putting it in landfill, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
But I haven't got all the bins, there isn't enough room for all the bins.
Yeah, we have to do...
You've got a recycle box you stick outside.
Yeah.
What are you on about?
Recycle box, yeah.
I haven't got one.
Well, no, you got to ask for one.
I tried to get rid of a sofa, right? I was getting a new sofa, had the old one. You try and get rid of one of them, it's murder. Right? Called up the council, said I want to get rid of it. They said we're not coming round there till Friday. It was like a Monday. I said it's in the way. So I put it outside. They said you put it outside, you'll get a fine. I said yeah, but you don't know where I'm going to put it outside.
Yeah.
It's not outside my house. No. So they said well, you do that. We've got your number.
What's the
now.
sofa like? It's a beige one. Well, if we see that.
So they said if you want to pay to have it collected, we can come and get it tomorrow. 30 quid. I said I'm not paying for it. It's madness.
Yeah.
So hung up, annoyed. Called my dad up. He said, I saw this thing on the telly saying that you can donate your furniture to people who haven't got a sofa. Look it up on the internet. So I looked it up, there's a firm that does it.
Right.
Right, cheeky sods. Called them up, said, I've got this sofa here, I want to donate it to someone who hasn't got a sofa. He said, what's it like, is it in good condition? Yeah, it's alright, yeah. Well, why are you getting rid of it? I said, because we've moved into a bit of a bigger place and the sofa looks daft in the corner. It's too small, so I'm getting a bigger one. There's nothing wrong with it. How big is it? How many people does it sit? So it depends how big you are. You can sit 2 people on it, but it's not the comfiest. But it's in good condition. It's none of your nonsense-like stuff. It was expensive when I bought it. He said, right. He said, is it safe? So I said, what do you mean? He said, is it fag-proof? So I said, I don't smoke. He said, well, go and get the, lift the thing up. He's got me running around looking at my sofa when I'm giving it away. I had to lift it up, it had a picture of a fag on it. I said, yeah, it's got a picture of a fag on it.
Could I just point out, fag is a slang for cigarette. When he says, is it fag-proof, he's not going to open the cushion and someone's go, it's me! So, I should explain that straight away.
So anyway, it turned out it was fag-proof. They came and picked it up, took it away, that was that. But look at the hassle. Look at the hassle it takes to get rid of something. And then they say to you, do not be dumping stuff on the street. You know, it's that thing of having to wait for certain days of the week, and you can't always keep hold of something till a certain day of the week, because it's big. A mattress is one of them things you can't get sort of rid of. Or you can't stick it somewhere, because it's in the way. It's a big clumpy bit of furniture, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not a bit of furniture, really, a mattress, but I know what you mean.
Well,
it's a new sideboard. Yeah, don't lean on it. It's a bit spongy. What do you keep in it? We can't keep anything in it. It's just full of springs and stuff.
No, but you know what I mean.
It's a piece of furniture, to be honest.
Well, it's part
it should be
of-
on a bed, to be honest.
It's part of the furniture bit, isn't it? Did I tell you that time when?
I don't think you could even ever count a mattress as a piece of furniture.
Of course you can.
It's functional. And where do you stop? Is a pillow a piece of furniture? Is a blanket? Oh, a nice bit of furniture you're wearing. They're my trousers. They're furniture if you pop them up against a wall.
Did I tell you that time when we first bought a flat?
Go on.
Bought a flat in Manchester, right? And
Yeah.
you know, when you first buy a place, it's expensive, isn't it?
And it's a big bit of furniture, a flat, isn't it?
So, you know, we bought a sofa, we got a table.
Sorry, you don't mean you bought a sofa, you ended up with a table?
No.
You bought a sofa and a table.
Yeah.
Table.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know.
Suzanne sent you to buy a sofa and you came back with a table.
Now, back then, I wasn't as wise as I am now.
Fucking hell! Oh, what was he? Some snot in a jar.
Can I just apologise to any slot in a jar that's listening and was offended by that comment?
All right. So I ordered a bed. I ordered a bed.
Yeah.
It turned up.
Oh, well done. Fucking hell, that's a victory.
I thought.
Nothing went down shit creek this
That's not
time.
the end of the story, is it?
No.
So I thought I'm gonna get this in the bedroom, set it all up. Suzanne comes home from work, the bed's done, she'll be well happy.
Yeah.
So I get it all up there in the lift and what have you. It seems like I'm missing something there. Put it together, no mattress.
How would you not notice there was no mattress?
No, just because it's like, you know, I'm thinking, yeah, I've got all the screws, I've got the slats for that at the bottom, there's the post and that. I'll put it together.
Where's
going,
the
right.
softy, spongy bit of furniture that usually sits on top of the more rigid bit of furniture?
So I called them up and said, there's no mattress with it. He said, no, it's not part of it. I said, what do you mean it's not part of it? A bed isn't a bed without a mattress, it's a climbing frame, right? So they said, you know, you can buy one. We have got them in for that thing. But it was like 400 odd quid. And
I don't know why you're telling me this.
300.
I know this. I've walked beds. I understand this is how it
No,
works.
the mattress isn't a bed. No, the bed is something else.
Yeah, but that's wrong. You cannot use a bed without a mattress, is what I'm saying. So don't sell it without it.
No, but some people replace the bed frame
That's
with
fine.
and keep the old mattress or the
That's
other way
fine.
around.
Once you've invested in it and you go, oh, will I buy a new bed or will I just buy a new mattress? Fine.
Well, they're not going to keep selling beds with new mattresses in case you've already got a mattress.
What?
A bed and a mattress without any pillows and blankets is no good, but you don't expect that to come with it.
At least you can sleep on that. You can sleep on a spongy bit. You can chuck a coat over you. You can use a
They're
cushion
not
off a
thinking
sofa.
some fuckwit might buy it without the mattress. We better include it.
So anyway, so I was like, oh, I didn't think of this.
I didn't think of this.
So I called my dad
I
up.
didn't think. So I called me dad. Dad, it's your foot quits on again. All right, son, how's it going? What have you done? Bought a bed without a mattress? Oh.
So I said, listen, I bought that bed. There's no mattress on it. Can you get us one? So he said, oh, I'll have a word. I'll call around, right? So he calls back like an hour and a half later. He said, got your mattress. Go round to Alf's. Alf is me sort of uncle who isn't an uncle.
All right.
He's the one who I've told you about who had two tellies, one that worked picture-wise, one that worked on the sound. Slept in a rubber dinghy, right? Now the thing is,
I remember Alf, yeah.
he said, yeah, we've got a mattress, come and get it. So I go round there.
Why does he sleep on the fucking mattress if he's got
said
one?
it's
Why does
not
he sleep
like-
in a fucking boat if he's got a mattress?
He's terrified of flooding.
Yeah.
I get there and it's in his van.
Right.
Drag the
Sorry,
mattress
he's driving
on.
around with a mattress in the back of a van. What is he, a fucking serial killer?
So I thought Suzanne's going to be happy. Dragged it out of the van, chucked it in the car. Thought she won't even know. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So I dragged that back. You know, am I going to make its rush hour by this point? You know, she's going to get home. Anyway, get home, drag it into the lift and what have you. Drag it up, drag it into the bedroom, stick
Dead
it on,
prostitute falls off it.
sheet on it and that. Suzanne comes in. She goes, "What is that smell?" So I said, "What?" She said, "It's like oil and diesel."
But hold on, why didn't you smell it?
No, it doesn't make sense.
I think I just sort of got used to, maybe because I got in the back of the van, smelt that, thought that's in the van, then I got used to that smell.
Yeah.
It's in the back of my car, folded up. I'm concentrating on trying to get this bed made before she gets in.
Sure.
So anyway, she's going, what is it? I said, I've got this off Alf. She said, we can't have that. She said, you know, it's a new flat, nice clean flat and everything. We've got this old thing that stinks. Get rid of it. It was murder getting rid of that. And I had to tip it. I went round the back of some supermarket and left it there. Because you call around...
Illegal fly tipping?
Well, no, because I think it's illegal and bad when you're chucking it out, say, at a bus stop or somewhere on a high street or something, and people are going, that looks a mess. I chucked it near the bins at a supermarket. I'd gone out of my way. I thought, where is this not going to be offensive?
Why couldn't you just go in the tip?
I think I did try the tip. Oh, no, there was a massive queue. There was a massive queue.
Laziness, Rick, sorry.
A queue at the tip?
A massive queue. I remember it now. Stretford, that was.
Why is there a queue for the tip?
Don't know. I remember driving past it and I haven't got time for that. And that's...
So don't go on about you couldn't get rid of it. It's because you couldn't be asked to queue up, you lazy bastard. Couldn't get rid of it.
But what was he thinking? Why was he panicking? One, why did he get a bed without a mattress? Two, why does he call his dad to get him out of mattress-related problems? His dad goes, Alf's got one in the back of a dirty old fucking van. Oh, wait, that should be alright.
No, but the thing is, what I'm saying is, when I was in that bed shop and I'm going, oh yeah, good bed, I'm sitting on it, I'm sitting on a mattress with it. At no point did he say, now, have you thought about what sort of mattress you want? Have you got orthopaedic problems or whatever? That didn't come up. He said, there's your order, there's your address. I'm not a bed man, I go to the bed man to get bed advice. In the same way, same problem here. I've had work done recently with...
Dad, what? How to get rid of a body? Let me call out. Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed buffoon, that is Karl Pilkington. We're here to ask you to donate generously to Comic Relief. Karl, thoughts? Good cause?
I don't want to put it down, but... No, it's just every year. If I was watching this at home, it's kind of like, here we go again. That's all I'm saying. Right. If you want to give. If my dad's watching this at home now, he'll go home. It's not tonight, is it? He hates tonight. My mum gets annoyed because EastEnders isn't on. It changes the schedule. I don't like it when I see, you know, JLS sat in a tub of beans going, call up. Makes no difference. I've made my mind up. It annoys me that they're sat in beans. There's people going hungry across the world. They're sat in God knows how many tins that is. It just seems a waste.
Right. But you think the cause is a good one?
But it's every year. So I think people sort of go, oh, not again. How many times, if you had a mate who kept saying to you, you couldn't lend us a tenner, could you? How many times do you go, right, OK, this is the last time. We keep giving you money every year. Right. And each year you come back again with your hand out. How long are we going to keep doing this?
That's what you feel about Richard Curtis, who's behind Comic Relief.
Well, Richard Curtis, I never see him doing the bad stuff. He's never out there, is he? He gets all his mates to do it. Look at this I've arranged. Meanwhile, he's at home. I've never seen him in the thick of it.
No.
Lenny Henry, he's out there all the time. Yeah. You know, he's good. But Curtis, I bet people at home watching this haven't got a clue about Richard Curtis.
And yet he's the one who's going to get the knighted.
Is he?
Well,
definitely.
Inevitably, yeah.
Definitely. I'd love it to mean something these days. I go, wow, you've made a Knight of the Realm. And he goes, oh, brilliant. And I go, right, here's the suit of armour. Get on that horse, we're fighting the French. Let's see his face then.
Yeah. Straight back onto Lenny Henry again.
I feel that Karl's perhaps been a bit negative about Comic Relief. Can you give us your appeal for people to contribute to Comic Relief?
I just wish they'd focus on one charity. Just one thing a year. They go, this year, we're going to sort that out. And once we've raised money for that thing, we're not going to be knocking on your door again saying, we want some more.
OK.
That is it.
What should we do? What charity do you want to solve? Everyone sends the money...
Well, just something important. In the paper the other day, they'd raised money for a pair of slippers for an elephant.
Right,
now,
why?
I love elephants, but it annoyed me. This picture there, 500 quid it was for a pair of slippers. Why?
Because he doesn't want to stomp around the house in his shoes.
We can't say that.
Exactly. You know, and sometimes he wears them over to the newsagent.
You shouldn't go out in slippers. They're for shoes in the house. Right. And then that's what happens. It will nip out with them on. Then next year, the elephant needs slippers again. And out again. In the street, there's always people. London, it's a nightmare. Honestly, you'd nip out.
People with the clipboard.
Yeah, you couldn't avoid them. You cross the road, there's another one there. What am I going to do? I mean, a lot of the time, I think it's harder if you're a woman, a young woman, because the bloke's got them things on, Greenpeace or whatever, deafkids.com, and they normally approach young women, and they use it as a bit of a chatting up thing. You know, look at me, I'm a good bloke, doing a bit for charity. It's always with a good-looking woman, not like some toad-looking woman. He's always a good looker. Now, why is that? There's no evidence that says a good-looking woman's got more money.
If you're watching this and you haven't been stopped regularly to give charity, you probably look like a toad.
Red Cross, they've got more out of me. They keep calling up now, they've got my number. Whenever there's a problem in the world, that phone isn't for me anymore. It's no use for me. It's just like the sort of Mother Teresa line. She's dead, who else can help us? Well, we've got Carl's number, give him a call. He's got a few quid. Honestly, that's how it seems every time. But I've told you, help the aged. You sign up, you give them your bank details. You're going to be looking after Edna. And they give you a little picture of Edna. She's sat there with one of those sort of pennies on. It tells you what it's going towards. Pay you £10. That will go towards keeping Edna warm, right? Get another pack, about a month later, open it up, there's Edna, she's got a tan. So that's what they're doing with the money, not just keeping her warm, popping the gas on, sending her away on holiday. If they sent me a letter saying Edna's going on holiday, I'm not putting money towards that, I'm paying for a gas bill. And that's what puts you off charity. The more you find out, the more you sort of turn against it.
So you're saying could be a con?
Well, you do have to be careful with a lot of charities. Yeah, I'm sure this one's legit and money's going to the right places, but you never know.
Now, I understand the cynicism. It's a drop in the ocean. It doesn't solve anything. It's people showing off on telly, right? Trying to get a bit of kudos, whatever, right? But what is nice is the ordinary people who do give so generously, and they're moved, and they might not have a lot of money themselves. Even people on welfare benefit, they're on the dole, or they haven't worked, they hand over a fiver to someone. Isn't that heartwarming?
People on the dole hand over money?
Yeah.
Well, that's easy. That's not their money to give away, is it? No, it is. You give me some of your money, I'll give it away. That's easy. It's when you've been working all week, got a boss moaning in your ear, quick, we've got to get this done, can I have holiday? No, you can't, we've got a deadline to meet. But I've booked holiday now, my wife wants to go away, we've got a big order on plumbing supplies.
What's the order coming in?
It's a big order from abroad.
What do they want?
Extra U-bends.
Oh, come on, how many U-bends do
we need?
No,
we need to get it done.
But it's
Friday. Get back to work, right? Now, you need a holiday more than anyone. If they're on the dole, they're not stressed out. It's not their money. I can give money away that isn't mine.
Carl, what do you make of Comic Relief Night itself? Do you watch? Does it make you laugh?
I just feel like it goes on too long. You know, and they keep saying, this is the figure, we're after. Let's beat last year's. Well, no, let's not. Let's not beat last year's.
Okay.
Because then next year you'll want even more. I said, let's have a bit of a lull. An all-time low this year. Let's try and do that. So next year it's easier to crack. I've always thought that. It's tricky, this, because it does look like I'm having a go. No. All I'm saying is, if you haven't got that much money, the money you have got, you spend wisely. Over in Africa, you've got the all-time high, 50 million. Well, let's go mental. No, let's not go mental. Just give them a few million, see how they get on.
Right. Give generously, but not too generously, because tonight we want an all-time low.
Thank you.
Now, this guy is very interesting. Kenny, in South Africa.
Yeah.
You talk about him now. He's this kind of extraordinarily rich man, isn't he? He surrounds himself with beauties. And you talk about... So, Kenny asked me to get in the pool with him, you say, and all the women. So, surround himself with all these women. That's just one of them there.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the idea of that. There wasn't really enough room to have a proper swim, as there was a woman in every space. If I had to try and do the breaststroke in the pool, that's exactly what I would have got.
I don't know, for me it was, I couldn't be doing with that, having all these people around all the time.
Yeah. You're quite well off now, aren't you? You've got your nice big house and everything. Has that made you happier than you were when you were
Yeah, it was the thing that I always wanted. That was the main thing, a house. I'm not bothered about, I've told you, clothes aren't anything. I don't wear jewellery because it irritates me. Holidays, the last thing what I do when I'm not working is get on a plane because I've been flying about. So really, it's always just been the house has been the main thing that I've always wanted, my space. And I'm happy with it, and I like doing work in it. and I'm happy to have people round, but I'm happy to get them out as well. You know, I'm really house proud. Yeah. If you come round, if I ever said come round, I say, oh, can you take your shoes off?
Yeah, are you one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Shoes off.
No matter who it is.
Really?
Yeah, the gas man, he hates it.
I bet.
He's like, oh, do you know how many houses I go to? And it's like, well, if that's the case, you should have those coverers.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not inviting
What's
you
so
in.
special about your flooring that the shoes will...
Because it's clean, isn't it? I've cleaned it. I've got a steaming mop. I've got one of those Vax mops. I keep it clean, like I say, I'm house proud. And the point is, I didn't ask for the gas meter to be in the house. I didn't ask for him to come round. I'm always sending my own readings. They're always sending an email saying to give us a reading. So why is he coming round anyway? So if you're going to come round and hassle me when I didn't ask you to come round, they don't make an appointment. They just come round and go, I'm here to read your meter. Well, bring some shoe coverers. Because whilst I was in Japan, I had a sperm test. Have you ever done that?
No, thank God.
I went into... No, it's all right. I mean, it's quite...
Yeah.
It's good. Octopus. I've never seen anything so weird. Say if I'd come from another planet and everything was lined up in a row and they said, right, we're going to give you a crash course in what's knocking about on this planet. And you go, right, go on then. And you go, this is man, here's a woman, here's a dog, here's a cat, here's an octopus, I go, hang on a minute, what is this? I said to Suzanne, I'm sick of it. She's going, you need to do it when I get a new kitchen. I thought I was going to be seeing The Wonder today, but Ricky and Steve have called up, said forget that. You're going to be spending the afternoon in a little village. You know, travel programme, showing you the world, how others live, little communities and all that. Just look at this map. It's a dwarf village. It's like this little town that they set up. Dwarves used to get a hard time or something. And so they set this up, a place where they live and work. All right. This is it. They've made it for themselves, everything they want. It's made for being a dwarf. It's ideal. And, you know, there is, like, little blokes in little funny outfits and all that. Where's your knees? Have you got knees? And you do sort of smile, but they're smiling. I think it's all right, isn't it? But they're all happy. I mean, they've made this bit. Why not just finish it up and put a door on it? They've done the hard bit. A couple of hinges and a door. You can show me around one of your houses. I haven't been in one of these. I'm the biggest man who's ever been in it. I'd rather be a dwarf than like Steve, who's almost a giant, because the world's not made for a giant. The skill of this, I'm doing a little bit of woodwork, it's amazing. I mean, that's not crap, is it? So, if all your work dries up, they're not making another Star Wars, you can't dress up as a little monkey, you've got no money coming in, you wouldn't think about coming here then?
Definitely not.
With Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington in particular returning to our screens for the second series of An Idiot Abroad, we asked the guys whether fame has changed, Karl.
Nothing's changed here, you know, apart from car insurance going up and just being able to get a bargain in a shop. You want to knock the price down, you can't do that once you're sort of known. People go, you made of money. I'm not. You can use this, that's the exclusive for you. I'm not made of money. Doing all right, I'm not moaning. I know people are having it tough.
You are moaning, you're moaning all the time.
I'm not
you never stop moaning, that's what you do. You only moan, that's your job. That's why this show's so good.
Well, you say you can't get a bargain. How much were those trainers?
Oh, 45 pence.
45 pence?
In
right.
Africa.
In Africa.
That's what he gave.
But look
that's
how far
what he
he had
gave
to go.
someone who was selling some trainers in Africa.
Could have given them 50p.
He was over the moon with that.
So I'm pretty sure they said he hasn't changed much, but what if it all goes wrong? Has Karl got a contingency plan?
I know I'll survive, because now, if I'm homeless, anything that's crawling about, I'll have it.
Lovely. Well, at least we know he'll always be okay.
With respect to Karl, never before have I understood so little of what a man says. Virtually everything that Karl talked about was aloof to me. What on earth was he ranting about? Flies and condoms, monkeys and pushing the left button, cavemen and dinosaurs. And that's just some of you. I mean, let's be honest, if you are in America, I mean, firstly, the accent is probably a problem.
But that is the best write-up we've ever had.
Yeah. Flies and... Imagine if you're a new listener, flies and condoms. What on earth does that mean? This one's from Kent Plummer from Nova Scotia, Canada. He says, Karl, he's wondering if you've got any personal mantras that you could pass along. For instance, he reminds us of Ben Franklin's famous mantra, waste not, want not.
Who said that?
Ben Franklin.
What did he do? What was his job?
Benjamin Franklin was a well-respected American politician from the 1800s. He was a sort of thinker, a philosopher, a scientist, deeply respected. Also a big political figure. He features on the dollar bill or the $10 bill or something. Yeah. So he's one of the great sort of American Enlightenment thinkers. And he came up with the mantra, waste not, want not.
You must know waste not, want not. I mean, that's just...
Do you understand the phrase waste not, want not?
No, not really, no. What does it mean?
You've never heard that?
I think I've heard it. But I don't know. I've never used it. But when someone else said it, I don't know what.
Well, in context, I mean, all I'm going to do now is paraphrase that and put some prepositions and stuff in it for you. I can't work out how you can't work out what that means. It's like, don't throw stuff away because you might need it, and therefore you won't be wanting anything because you didn't throw it away. So.
So he was a bit of a hoarder.
Well, if you don't waste food, for instance, then you
He's a bit of a hoarder!
For God's sake.
No, but I'm just saying, you know, he's a man in power. Is that the best thing he ever said?
No, I'm sure he came up with many, many profound things.
Why is that one
he did experiments in electricity and conducting electricity, all sorts.
But that impresses me more, inventing electricity, than someone...
He didn't invent electricity.
Wait a minute! Didn't impress you more than what?
Just saying waste not, want not. I don't think it's that good. It's not even catchy. What I don't understand is why he was the first person to sort of suggest, look, don't go chucking that out, keep it, you might need it later.
He wasn't the first person. Say that again. That is brilliant. Why hasn't that catch on? That is amazing that you've just come up with there. That's poetry. How would you word it?
I'd just say, whoa, don't be chucking that out, you might need that later.
Don't be chucking that out, you might need that later. Karl Pilkington.
Whereas some would argue that waste not, want not is perhaps a little bit more pithy, a little bit more...
We should go through great sayings and phrases and say
if he could, well, firstly, does he know what they mean, and then secondly, can he improve them?
That would be brilliant.
Well, we'll do that next time.
Alright, let's see. Okay, Winston Churchill. Never have so few done so much for so many. What do you think of that? Do you know what that means?
So he's saying...
Well, it's with regard to the Battle of Britain and the pilots that gave their lives.
Yeah, I'd just be annoyed if I was one of them who gave a lot for a few or whatever, right?
No, gave a lot for so many. If you were one of those few that gave so much for so many, i.e., it means these few good men, their actions freed the world. They freed the world. They have an impact on every person in the world, and they were few brave men, and that's what he's saying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if I was one of them men who gave up his life, right, I'd want a name check. I don't want to be bungled in with everyone else who is saying a load of blokes gave it their lives. Well done on that. See you later.
That's brilliant.
Did you just say bungled in?
Bungled in, yeah.
He made up a word!
You don't want to be bungled in.
You made up a word. See, that's it, you see, we've been looking for it. That's original, that's Karl Pilkington. I don't want to be bungled in.
But anyway, we were talking about sayings and that. Right? Stitching time saves 9. Don't, I'm never going to use that, I don't think, anyway.
Okay.
Suzanne
You're never going to understand it fully, are you?
Suzanne repairs me stuff anyway. It doesn't really matter. But what about the one, in greenhouses and that?
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Yeah.
Does that confuse you? You've never understood that one?
No, that's a lot clearer, isn't it? It's sort of saying, don't be chucking stuff about. if you're surrounded by glass and what have you.
Yeah, but don't forget, it's an analogy, it's a metaphor, it's not to be taken literally. It's not really just talking to people who live in glass houses. It's saying,
hang on, sorry, before you say that, Rick, I'm intrigued to know if he's fully got to grips with this. Okay. Just give us your explanation again of what you take that to mean.
Well, just don't be chucking stuff about, really.
So, well, if that was it, they just say that.
No, but that saying's been around a lot longer than we think. That's when people probably did live in basic glass houses and stuff.
No, whoa,
what they mean now.
Who has ever lived in a glass house?
So cavemen went from rock to a nice crystal structure, did they? What are you talking about? When did people live in glass houses?
What they mean now, when that saying's used now, they mean sort of, plasma tellies, ornaments.
No, they don't.
They're saying don't chuck stuff about.
No, it's not about damaging your own property.
They don't mean you're inside the glass house throwing rocks inside your own glass house.
It's a metaphor. It means don't be having a go at people if you yourself have got more to lose. Do you know what I mean? It means it could be anything. Don't start a war where you could come off bad as well. It's about how fragile your situation is. If you live in a glass house, metaphorically, don't throw stones at someone else, because when he throws it back at you, your house is more easily damaged than his. Again, metaphorically.
It doesn't mean that if you're living in a glass house or in a house with other precious objects, you don't, in your own home, throw bricks about. Because that would be a very specific audience that I was trying to reach, that phrase. I mean, let's be honest, what kind of a mental case?
Do you know what? I think we've got the crux to this, right? I think I can answer. Right. Carl, what is an analogy?
It's sort of like a little story told quickly. Isn't it?
It's a little story told quickly. To what end?
Well, it depends what the story is.
Okay.
Give me an analogy.
Well, for me, I thought of one with the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a greenhouse. Before it was just a glass house.
Yeah.
Alright, then a glass house.
Okay.
Right. What I mean is that glass house is metaphorical. It's about the fragility of your situation as compared to your aggression or your...
You see, I just prefer sort of, what you say is what you mean. So people who live in a glass house have to answer the door.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I mean, because you may be a genius, because I don't get that. People who live in glass houses have to answer the door.
Okay, let's hear his explanation.
Because the people knocking at the door will be able to see you, because it's a glass house.
But what?
But you literally mean it, don't you? There's no analogy there or metaphor for you. You literally mean if you live in a glass house and someone knocks the door. So there's no hidden meaning there, is there?
Well, normally...
Couldn't that also... you have to add a number of other things, other caveats. Surely, if you live in a glass house, don't walk around naked.
Yeah.
If you live in a...
These are literal. See, if you... Now, you could actually make that into quite a nice... saying there, because if that meant, if someone said that to me and they weren't a shaved chimp, right, if they said people who live in glass houses have to answer the door, I think that means, it means that there are no secrets, you can't hide behind anything. If you're very open, if you've chosen to be totally open all the time, you can't go back on it. So people, if you wear everything on your sleeve, if you shout around and you tell the truth, and you can't go back on it. They can see through you.
It can mean that as well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's handy. But just the idea that in your head there should be sayings for people who live in glass houses. Who is it that's living in a glass house?
Well, I'm not talking about them. It's just that if everyone else is bringing up about these people who are living in glass houses, let's get to the real problems they've got.
He still hasn't got to grips with the idea of the metaphor or the simile.
People who live in glass houses should live near a glazier.
Right. Well, here's another saying, right, that I learnt recently from a mate, right? Oh, there's an elephant in the room.
Okay, I haven't heard that one, but explain it to me.
It's like when something's going on in a room, right, but no one's mentioning it because everyone's a bit too sort of... But in a way, it's better that it's out. It's like how, whenever we go out for something to eat or a drink or something, it's normally after about 5 minutes, the sort of topic gets onto the shape of my head.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
I can't resist the shape of your head.
Right, so you're happy
It's not
talking
just
about
the
it.
shape, though, is it? It's the state of it as
No,
well.
but what
outside and in. I mean, it's a fascinating little objet d'art, his head.
But what I'm
it's perfectly round. It's got no hair where it should have. And it's hollow.
The features are slightly too small for the face.
Yeah, unbelievable.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's interesting how, like, I'm the elephant in the room, right? Nobody's talking about it. You mention it once, suddenly it's the talk of the town. Is what I mean. Everybody starts joining in, going, well, yeah, it is round, but it does suit you. And these are people who I don't even know sometimes, and they're all dipping in. And that is an elephant in a room.
So you don't want people to discuss the shape of your head or the lack of hair? You would feel better, you would feel happier that they didn't mention that?
Sometimes I think it's better that it's out there. It's made me a stronger person, though. It's the same way, you know, we were talking about religion and that. Samson Delilah, he got weaker without hair. Whereas with me, I think it's made me stronger. Because, you know, it's almost like it's treated like a disability. Everybody's sort of mentioning it and talking about it. What's it like having a bald head? And, you know what I mean? So it's made me stronger.
But would you ever wear a wig?
Not really.
What was a long wig like Samson?
Well, the only time I wanted a wig was when I did jury duty once, wasn't it? And it was annoying that I was sat on the jury, right in front of, like, these criminals, right? Everybody else has got disguises. The judges have them wigs on, right?
That's not disguises!
That's a disguise. That's why judges wear them, right?
No! Well, then why did they print their name in the paper and have a picture? What do you mean it's a disguise?
Well, it's a disguise, isn't it?
No! If it was a disguise, they'd go in with one of those glasses with a nose and the beard attached if it was a disguise. All judges would look like Groucho Marx if it was a disguise.
Well, I'm just saying that's what annoyed me when I was sat there on the front row, right? I couldn't have been any closer to the criminals than that, right? I was sat there and I thought, why didn't I just pop a little wig on or a pair of glasses?
I would have loved to have seen you in the front row at Crown Court.
No, because
I'd love to see it because in this country you're not allowed to show pictures of jurors. You can't take photos in a courtroom, so there's always these sketch artists that draw drawings, and it's on the news. The idea that we'd have seen 11 people and a sort of Krusty the Clown figure would have been amazing.
Yeah, I would love to see the artist do an interview, because it would be like complicated people. Oh, hey, he looks it's characterful, and then just a little round head.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown sitting on the end.
Again, I can't remember which show this was that we were discussing this, but we talked about well-known phrases and quotes from the past. We talked about Benjamin Franklin. People have this is an email we've had saying, Carl, what do you take by the well-known saying, "A stitch in time saves 9"? A stitch in time saves 9.
Oh, a stitch in time saves 9. Yeah.
See, it's another one that I don't think I've picked up on a lot of these sayings that are being sort of thrown about willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly. Okay.
Willy-nilly.
No, but I again, it's one of them like last week. I've heard of it, but
what does willy-nilly mean?
Just sort of like throwing it about all over the place.
What do you mean? But what someone said, what does the term willy-nilly mean?
It just sort of means, you know, carefree.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, but what does a stitch in time save 9
So you understood willy-nilly, so you used a phrase.
Yeah, but it sounds
you
nice,
used it, you said it willy-nilly, but you sort of got the gist of it. So what does a stitch in time saves 9 mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Think about it. A stitch in time saves 9.
Is it to do with sewing?
Well, yeah, sort of.
So it's not that clear.
So if you got a jacket,
yeah,
and the seam starts coming undone, oh, there's a little bit of seam. I'll leave it. Oh, it's getting worse and worse. Soon your sleeve falls off. So you just need 1 stitch there. That'll do it. If you do it now, later you'll need 9 stitches. And that, of course, is an analogy to other things. If you leave something that needs attention or repair, it'll get worse. So do it now. Do it in time.
Yeah, but
they could have said a tile in time saves 9 on your roof. They just used a sewing analogy.
But it depends if you're busy at that point, because if you've got something else that needs doing, that means that isn't being done because you're messing about sorting out a hole in your coat, is what I mean.
Yeah.
You can't always do stuff straight away. So maybe, I don't know if there's a sort of a middle ground where you don't have to do it straight away, but stitching
a stitch sometimes
time,
today,
say in 15 or whatever, meaning you don't have to do it straight away, but just do it before it gets really bad.
Brilliant. Do you think yours is less poetic than A Stitch in Time Saves Nine? So yours is, this is what you wanted to be a quote, right? Well, you could do it now, but if you're doing something else, then, you know, well, don't do it immediately, but do it soon so it doesn't get really bad. Karl Pilkington.
No, but it's the same, that's the same way I treat most things in life. It's like, I never go to the doctors. Unless it's really
That is sensible.
bad.
That is very good advice.
No.
That's brilliant advice for anyone listening. Never go to the doctors.
Unless it's really bad.
But that's why a lot of people, particularly working class people, you know, die because they don't want to bother the doctor, or they're mildly embarrassed, or they don't know symptoms, bad symptoms. Go to the doctor if you're not sure about something. Like you were terrified to go and have your prostate.
Still not doing it.
Why not?
I wish you wouldn't talk about it, because now Suzanne will listen to this, and she'll go, oh yeah, you haven't been, and start dragging it up again.
But why are you worried about a little, a qualified doctor?
I don't know what they're doing up there.
What, they just pop
year are we in?
They what are you talking about? They pop their finger up?
That's what I mean, though.
Why?
Well, it's 2006.
Yeah.
Why are they still using the index finger?
What, would you prefer the forefinger or the thumb, would you?
No, what I mean is, we've got...
Or a thumb on a stick, some kind of thumb on a stick.
Yeah, would you prefer it to
be...
A
mechanical thumb, a robot thumb.
Why isn't it just a little camera? Or something that can...
Well, they put the camera up if they initially discover something.
But just put the camera up straight away. If
No, they don't need to. They pop the finger up, feel that the prostate isn't swollen, wiggle it around a little bit up your back passage. What are you worried about?
I don't think they need to do
that.
Are
you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed about being in a room with your trousers around your ankles and little fella popping
A little bit, yeah.
Why?
And the other thing is, it's not just that, is it? So, you go in there, they check your heart out and that, which to me is the most important thing, because that's what keeps you going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? You've got to go there. You sat on the bus, stressing out, thinking, oh, in less than half an hour I'm going to have a finger up the arse, right?
What is the problem?
And they go in, they check your heart, they probably check your testicles and that.
What's up with that? They check your testicles, yeah.
Yeah, but it's all building, and you've sat there going, oh, soon that'll be happening.
Yeah.
And that's what puts me off.
So if they just came round when you were asleep, Suzanne just let them in and goes, he's over there, right? Yeah. And they crept up and went, bang, you go, what are you doing?
I just don't understand why they don't teach you how to do it yourself.
How can they?
Wow!
How can they teach? Imagine you squatting in a corner with one hand on your bollocks and the other finger up the arse going, it seems to be alright.
Carl, you don't understand the phrase "a stitch in time saves nine." I don't think you should be doing any kind of invasive medical research in your own human body.
But then...
Who knows what trouble you're going to cause?
No, but then at least...
You would get stuck.
Yeah.
You would get stuck.
Suzanne would come out, your fist would be up your own arse.
Carl's going to teach us all about Sigmund Freud.
No, we're not doing that.
Well, no,
Yes,
we
we
are,
are.
because last week we promised people that you'd research Sigmund Freud.
Yeah, but I had a look, but I didn't find him that interesting, so...
But that's not...
But this is what I mean, this is what we were talking about. You say you wish you could go back and learn stuff in school because you didn't. You want knowledge. You always say about you want to learn something a day.
I want to learn something interesting every day.
Yeah, but you've got that...
I had a look at the website. It just...
SigmundFreud.com. Yeah, he started that,
I just had a look. I did a search on, like, famous quotes from philosophers.
Quotes, brilliant. That'll get you everything you need, a quote.
Well, I don't need to know his history.
That sums up a man's life work, a quote.
No, but that's what you're remembered for, isn't it? Churchill will go on the beaches and all that. Sigmund didn't really have any sort of...
Catchphrases is what you mean?
Yeah, things that you hear.
Yeah, sound bites. Yeah. He wasn't good with the press. Brilliant.
So you haven't bothered to learn about him? You didn't even pick up a book?
I wouldn't know where to start.
Do you feel like you're thinking in your head?
Sometimes, like then I was. But I don't know if I am, because it's got a mind of its own, hasn't it? Did look at some of the things that he'd said, and the one
Do it now. What have you learned about Freud? Okay, here we go. This is Karl Educates Ricky and Steve. Number 1, Sigmund Freud. Karl, tell us what you learned about Sigmund Freud.
Right. All I remember was that he said a baby... You look at a little baby having some milk from its mum's breast, right? It looks well happy. It has enough. It's full up. It goes to sleep. It's got a smile on its face, right? He said that's what happens when you're older as well. That's all I remember from all the things that he was saying on his thing. He just said it's weird how, like... It's like...
Now, to be fair, Rick, that is obviously in translation.
Yeah, I know.
From the original, so I don't want you.
No, I'm not having a go at
criticising
Freud.
it, you know.
I mean, Freud has been discredited on some issues, and we've moved on with experimental psychology and.
But that's the one that was interesting.
I don't quite follow. So what do you take from that? Explain that to us in layman's terms.
I don't know.
Well, that's pointless. Without application, knowledge is pointless.
But it's not knowledge, is it? He's just saying drink milk all your life. It's good for you.
No, he's not saying drink milk all your life. What is this? Is this an advert he's doing
He
now?
also came up with go to work on an egg.
Yeah. Oh, Christ Almighty.
But like I said, I wasn't that impressed by his work. So
unbelievable.
Karl is allowed to vote.
I know.
He's allowed to cast a vote in this country. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't. I've only done it once, and look what happened. I got called up for jury duty. Not doing it again. People do what they do anyway. I think they only let us vote, so we feel like we're having a say in what's going on. But really, it just carries on, doesn't it? I haven't seen a big change.
But that's exactly why you vote.
No, the best thing you can do is look after yourself. Get on with it.
Brilliant. Okay, well, I hope that's a quote. I hope someone out there who's, maybe making a dictionary of quotes or an encyclopedia, and they've finished with Freud, they've done Pavlov, he hit a dog on the head with a stick. Next, Karl Pilkington. Karl Pilkington, what do you say about the world? Just get on with it.
Well, we're not in charge of it, is what I'm saying.
That's nearly as good as let's go to the beach. Winston Churchill.
I spoke to my dad about it, and he called up saying, "Oh, I'm sick of
we're
hearing
going to
about
get some quality thinking here. Go on.
Go on.
No, he was saying about global warming and that. Yeah. He was saying he's sick of hearing about it.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, that's just the world, innit? We're all getting old, and the world's getting old. That's the end of it.
Brilliant. What another amazing quote.
Well, it is. What we're trying to do. This is what I'm saying about we don't like people to get old. We're always saying, oh, we can change that face, we can lift your chin up, we can put a wig on you. And
why are you so annoyed about people wanting to live a little bit longer?
Because enough's enough, is what I'm saying. The world's the same. It's just getting old, and it used to have more green on it, but now it's gone a bit bald, so it hasn't got as much green. It's got more soil. Treat the world like a head.
That's an amazing quote.
Treat the world like a head.
You've actually come up with one there. I thought of another phrase. You could just sitting here talking to you, flogging a dead horse.
Yeah.
What do you think that means? Flogging a dead horse.
A number of people are still amazed by your complete lack of understanding some of these famous sayings and phrases. So
that's an easy one.
Yeah, that's like get a new horse or
No, he hasn't got it.
No one's going to buy it.
No, it doesn't mean that sort of flogging.
When you're hitting it.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's the point in hitting it? So
it's dead anyway, so don't bother hitting it. It's
absolutely,
not feeling
it's pointless.
anymore.
It just means it's a waste of time.
Yeah, but it depends what that horse has done to you.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does. It's that thing, innit, of like if a bear attacked you and you managed to hit it on the head and it went down, you'd go and you'd be annoyed. You'd still have built up aggression. You'd give it an extra clout.
Unbelievable!
That's extraordinary.
I don't know who's compiling this book.
Sometimes it's worth flogging a dead horse if he did something to you, if he annoyed you.
The world's oldest tortoise, a 250-year-old tortoise, died last week.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, in a zoo in India. 250 years old.
So would that have had that thing that they say about how you get a flashback of your life?
You mean your life flashes before your eyes?
Yeah, they say, don't they? Just like on your last breath or whatever. You like see you coming out of the womb and everything.
Well, one, I don't believe that's true. I don't believe your life flashes before you. I don't know what evidence we've got. People who die say, you never guess what's happening.
No, but there's loads of things that have happened where people go, oh, that's weird. That goes to show that we've been around before, or
no, it doesn't. There's none. I have no evidence for that. Of reincarnation.
I told you that time when it happened to me when I was younger.
Go on.
Your life flashed before your eyes.
Well, it wasn't like a flashback, but it was close. It's the next thing next to flashbacks. It was I was having a bath, right, and my mum had run the bath and that, and she said, "Is that too warm?" And I said something like, "No, it's all right. It's a lot better than when I used to have a bath in that wooden bath in front of the fire." And she was like, what? And I said, you know, well, it happened years ago. And she was a bit like, oh. And I can't remember that now, but she talks about it, and, you know, that just goes to show that... Because I was at an age when I wouldn't have known about wooden baths years ago in front of fires.
No, but you talk rubbish now. So all you were doing, you were talking rubbish from an early age. Where's the problem?
No, but you can only talk rubbish if you're aware of knowledge.
Well,
I didn't know about wooden baths, so why would I have invented
But Carl,
that?
we've only got your mother's word on this, and she thought you might one day be a doctor.
Yeah.
So...
She put a rock with a feather on it to keep a parrot company.
Lest we forget.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Well, it's all bollocks.
So have you researched this? You've tried to find out when little Karl Mark I and his wooden bath, when he was...
No, I don't want to go there, because that's when you start digging out all sorts of trouble.
Rubbish. It's rubbish.
No, it's not rubbish.
Well, it is rubbish.
What sort of stuff might you discover?
There's no scientific evidence.
No, just like I've said about family trees and that, don't be looking at them, because you're only going to find stuff you don't really want to know about. It's the same as that, innit? Leave it, let it be. Do you know what I mean? If your granddad was Einstein, you'd know about it because your family would be shouting about it. If he was a bad un, you go, oh, keep that quiet. So don't look at family trees, and it's the same. Don't be looking back in your past lives. Because
no
God knows
past
what you've been up to. Well...
Karl and the wooden bath. Proof. If
Karl Pilkington, live on air, talking shit again.
But this taught us, so if that's...
And also, its flashbacks would just be, you know, the same wall. I mean, it basically spent, I don't know how many years, in a cage. It was in the zoo, so, it died of liver failure. Which is a problem if you're a tortoise, because with us they can cut you open and have a look at the liver. With that, it's going, forget it, we're not getting in there. It's like you when you didn't want the plumbers to knock through the tiles to check out the piping. It's the same with the tortoise. If it's a liver, we're not going through that. It's not worth it. If it's your head or your feet, we'll have a look, mate. But we're not looking at internal organs with a giant tortoise.
Why not?
'Cause, what do you mean?
Well, can't you drill into those things? It is only a shell. That is easier to replace than skin.
Carl, I was joking. You can't do a liver operation on a tortoise.
Why not? It's got all the same parts, hasn't it? All the same body parts and that.
Well, I think that's the point. Well, not really, but yeah, it's...
But better ones in a way, because they live longer. So they're doing something right. Aren't they? If they can live 250 odd years, our art can't do that. Which is what I say about our tortoise has got it right in a way, that it's taking its time on everything. We're rushing about, getting stressed out. That's just, you know, getting on with it. It's not rushing. It eats healthy, doesn't it? It eats lettuce and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's probably doing it right, but to be honest, it's too much. I wouldn't want to live 250 years.
Just eating lettuce. Let's not forget that all a tortoise does is eat lettuce. It's not like it's jet skiing weekends and then getting its lettuce on a Monday. That's all it does, is eat lettuce.
Yeah.
And that appeals to you, does it?
No, I'm just saying that it must be doing something right, though.
Of course it's doing something right.
Because it's living 250 years.
But all animals do something right, however long they live. Mayflies live a day, but they're doing something right.
Well, they're not, are they? They haven't got a chance to learn how to do it right. And then they're dead. You know, that's from one extreme to another, isn't it? That just seems a bit mental to me, that living a day. I wouldn't bother, so forget it. Could you be bothered? You don't, just as you get to know someone.
Yeah, another mayfly.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if we had that, if that's how we lived our lives, you wouldn't have a chance to make a mark or anything, would you? It's just...
Would you try and pack a lot in that day? Disneyland, whatever?
No, I prefer to make it miserable, so I don't miss it. If you know what I mean. But I was thinking the other day about, you know, your body and everything, because it is amazing, isn't it? How it works.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Does the brain control you, or are you controlling the brain? I don't know if I'm in charge of mine.
Nor do I,
There's
Carl.
a surprise.
Nor do I, Carl.
No, do you know what I mean, though, by that?
Does the brain control you, or do you control the brain?
Like, don't you ever sort of think sometimes, say if you're making...
But you are the brain.
No, but I was making a shopping list, right? Going, right, I need some rice, kidney beans, and I thought I had everything, and I sort of was rolling up the paper, and then something went, oh, an onion.
Your brain did
something
that.
went an onion, was it Suzanne?
No, well, my brain sort of went, you forgot something.
Yeah?
I didn't think I'd forgot. I was
No, you are your brain.
No, but don't you understand? My brain was I was in control of my brain when I was writing down rice and kidney beans.
But you're not in charge of the onion. That's another part of the brain that's in charge of the onion.
The onion sector.
Yeah.
No, but I'd put the paper away, putting my coat on, ready to go and get the rice.
Yes, but your onion lobe kicked in.
What, so you put the paper in your pocket, you got the coat on, then you just suddenly hear
then
from nowhere,
it was just like,
onion.
Like, yeah, I'm not even thinking about that shopping list. It's in my pocket, I'm thinking, do I need my gloves, it's cold out.
Yeah.
Suddenly, onion. And it was like, oh yeah, onion, yeah, I had to get the paper out. So what I'm saying is, who's in charge?
The brain, the mind, the brain is the... What are you doing? Who's in charge?
That's just, you forgot the onion and then you remembered the onion. You must have forgotten things in the past.
No, but not like that, not where... Like, it just made me think, that was weird, who reminded me of that?
You did!
Yeah, but I'm not...
No, you are your brain. It's not like there's you, then there's a brain, then there's an extra one looking down at it, the meta brain, the thing above it.
No, but your brain... How does your brain work? You give it information, don't you?
Well, it takes...
Do you mean you give it information?
Well, if I sat in a room with nothing, not feeding it anything, it wouldn't know anything.
No, but there's this thing that there's two yous. It's this thing that there's
Carl and Carl's brain.
Yeah, there's not a duality in this. If you go, come on, now think. That's the brain saying that to itself. It's not, there's not two people in there having an argument come on, brain. And the brain's going, oh, don't you start, I was thinking then. And the other thing's going, brain, onion. And the brain goes, Carl, onion. You are your brain. If you are anything, you are your mind, your brain, your collection of memories, your personality. You're not what you look like. Does that answer your question, Carl? What do you think then? You were thinking of a tortoise on a skateboard then when I did that last sentence, weren't you?
Went home and looked up Freud on the internet. Didn't find him that interesting, so looked at some other philosophers instead. Socrates, Aristotle. Why have you just listed some philosophers?
Just to show that I'm learning.
Well, that's not learning.
That's just learning their names.
That's a list. You might as well write 1 to 100.
Yeah, but if someone says, oh, what's your favourite philosopher? I'll go, hang on a minute, and I've got them written down.
But why you can't just
wait a minute, I'll go home, get my enormous diary out.
Yeah, get a wheelbarrow, bring in my workings, and say one of the names I've written down.
And when they say, well, why do you like him?
Yeah, why do you like,
just run away.
Well, I noticed you put, Socrates first. Why is he your favourite philosopher?
You throw the diary at them and leg it. Oh, and then you go on to say, it's weird how names have changed, but then there's no other point there.
It just is, isn't it? When you think about, like, Socrates, I've never heard that on anyone who I know, is what I mean. It's just, in a way...
But you're not Greek, are you?
But how did that go about back then? I mean, say if you were phoning someone up and they said, I'm booking a table for 2, they go, name? Socrates. Did he ever go, cheers? Without going, can you spell that for me?
But I don't know what point you're making.
I'm just saying it's a name that's awkward. You're always going to have to go, can you spell that for me? You go, and it's not just him. Look at all them other names that are on that list.
But they're from a different country.
And a different era.
Yeah, I know, but the names, I've been to Rome and stuff, and you sort of go...
What, ancient Rome?
Just Rome. It hasn't changed, has it? Rome, so it can be ancient Rome or Rome in 2006. It's the same buildings.
I used to love Nero going around in his Fiat Punto.
Lao Tzu from years ago came up with some good stuff. 1, he who knows does not speak. He who speaks does not know. Not entirely true. To lead people, walk behind them.
Yeah.
And of course, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step.
Yeah, did that.
Just favourites.
Maybe this is why people are at the start line spectating at the Commonwealth Games.
Well, no, it's just that I've never understood why in Olympics and stuff like that, if you're going to watch, don't stand around the start line, go to the end, where you see the winner. But because of that saying, it actually makes sense, doesn't it? It's like, well, every step starts with a step, or whatever.
Say again?
Every race, you know, you've got to start with a step.
Yeah.
So,
which is, who am I talking to now, you or your brain?
Well, I was thinking about it a bit, so I think I was in control of it a bit more.
So, and what have you come up with?
Just, if you want to stay at the start line, do.
What does that mean?
I'm just saying, if you're into, I wouldn't watch a race, right?
Okay.
But
Is this you or your brain I'm talking to now?
this is me.
Okay.
I wouldn't watch.
Are you gonna bring the brain into it, or is it? There's no.
I don't know. Let's just see what happens.
Okay.
But all I'm saying is,
Right.
if I was to watch a race,
Yeah.
I wouldn't hang about the start line because.
Well, you just said you would.
What did I?
Yeah, you said that's the place to start because every race starts with a step.
No, but I wouldn't normally.
Right.
I
Okay.
won't watch any
The
race.
brain definitely hasn't been used
No,
yet.
is this you or your brain you're talking about now?
I'm just saying about me. If I was on holiday
Yeah.
and Suzanne said there's a race going on down the road,
Yeah.
I'd go, well, let's go, keep going down the road and stand at the finish line.
Okay, but now what have
according
you
to
thought?
Lazoo,
Yeah.
I'd say, well, hang on a minute. Every race starts with a single step.
Yeah.
How many people around the start line? Is there more room there? She goes, yeah. I'll go, let's go there then. It's less busy.
Right. And what would you see there then?
I'd see people starting the race, but I wouldn't be that impressed with them because I'd go, well, I don't know if any of these are any good.
So would you start at the start or the end then?
If it was down to me, I'd just probably stay at the finish line.
Okay. So you wouldn't want to see the first step then. So what
Not
do you think of Lazoo now then?
It's not what, but I wrote down 3 of his. That one isn't my favourite. That was the 3rd. I preferred the leading people from behind.
Okay. And what would you do to lead someone now then?
Well, if you're behind, you don't have to take responsibility, do you? You can go, well, I didn't send you here. You went there.
That's not really leading them, though, is it?
Yeah, because I've made them think. I've gone. They go, oh, I've just walked into a big hole. I'd go, oh, should have been looking where you're going. I haven't led them in that hole. But they've learnt a lesson, they won't go in a hole again.
That was one of the greatest conversations I've ever been a part of. I mean, that was incredible. Never mind Aristotle and Socrates. That was incredible, that. If someone's out there, could they make a transcript of that? Because I think that, you know, in 1,000 years' time, that'd be amazing. That was incredible, Carl.
And not once was the brain used.
You know, like the monkeys peeling potatoes.
Right. That's never happened. They go and put nuts in the salt water to salt the nut.
Whatever.
How does that get to peeling potatoes? Because in your head, they were working in a canteen.
Making chips.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
It doesn't matter what the food is, I'm just saying how they know how to sort of prepare
I
that
love
food.
the fact that you don't care what the fact is. When you're discussing facts, that's all that matters. Otherwise, on Mastermind, they just go, who wrote Much Ado About Nothing? Dickens? Yeah, close enough, whatever, someone did. The fact is what matters.
Yeah, but with that question, that's got a straightforward answer. What I'm telling you is the way that animals work. If it's a potato or a nut, it's a foodage.
Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, oh, I went, what? He went, you'd never see a black ghost.
Extraordinary.
True though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
Well, I mean, when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
Play a record!
This is a bit of a bigger issue. We're always making more and more stuff, right, in the world. You know, big buildings, big planes, big boats and that. Will we ever get to a point where all this is too heavy for the world to handle?
Right, what error has he made there, Steve? What physical, scientific error has he made there with that question?
I can't begin to explain it.
Carl, we're not getting the rocks from other planets. It's already here. It's like having a big pile of books in a room and then moving them over to the other side of the room and build a thing going, oh, can the room take it? I'm building a lot of things out of these books.
What about plastic? Where's that come from?
Other chemicals that existed on the planet.
Yeah.
Do you see the point?
Hang on a minute, though. What about a little tree? You plant that as an acorn, it grows, Rick. That's bigger, that's more stuff.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him, Carl. He's patronising you.
What about acorns and that, though?
Right. They grow from minerals and proteins already in our atmosphere or in our the mass of Earth.
What about a cat, Carl? Right, you get it. It's a very tiny kitten, but it grows up and it's bigger.
Carl, he's doing it on purpose.
Elephants.
They're very small to begin with, but they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and so they get heavier and heavier.
Mind you, dinosaurs have gone.
You know, but
either a chimpanzee with a typewriter with an infinite amount of time, he would eventually, by definition, mathematically, type everything ever possible. okay? Or it's an infinite amount of chimps with typewriters, and one of them will type it first time.
But already that's not right. You either need to have
What do you mean?
monkey.
What? You mean
let's hear his
employment
point.
laws? What do you mean it's not right?
Let's hear him out, please.
If it's one monkey
Yeah.
with a typewriter that's got loads of ink in it and that, right? At least it knows what it's done in the past.
It's not.
Keep going.
Crime.
If you've got a load of monkeys, it's like if you have too many. What's that saying about too many chefs?
Too many chimps spoil the soup.
Right. Well, it's the same thing. It's like, well, I didn't tell you to put salt in it. I was going to put salt in it, and it messes it up. Whereas if it's just one, they know what's gone on. So what I'm saying is,
honestly,
just leave him go.
I can't be bothered.
I want to hear. I want to hear the rest.
This blows my mind. He doesn't know what this does to me. It's a mathematical problem.
I want to hear the rest.
well, it's just I just don't think it will happen.
What do you mean you don't think it'll happen? Infinity works it out for you by definition.
But not Shakespeare.
Oh! Shut up, you idiot!
Rick, do you know what he said to me? I said to him, I explained it to him, I said, you've got an infinite number of monkeys, infinite number of typewriters, they will type the complete works of Shakespeare. He said, have they read Shakespeare?
You're an idiot! Play a record,
said, no.
I'm not having this conversation. Do you know Anne Frank?
That's all I know about Anne is, there's no point pretending that I know stuff.
Yeah.
Right,
well, tell us everything you know about Anne Frank.
she was in a cupboard.
Yeah, what else?
If she didn't do that, I wouldn't know about her, seriously. That's all I know about her.
Yeah.
So what did she do?
But how do you think we know about we know about her cupboard because of her book, don't we?
But hang on, what, in the bigger scheme of things, why was she in a cupboard?
I don't know.
Right.
I honestly don't know.
You don't know anything else about Anne Frank beyond the fact that, to quote you, she was in a cupboard.
Well, what's she done then? You tell me, why should I know more about her?
Firstly, I don't think she was in a cupboard.
She wasn't in a cupboard. She was in an attic.
Alright.
Yeah.
So what was she doing?
She was hiding from the Nazis. She was hiding from the Nazis.
But isn't that the first place they'd look? Sort of work from the top down.
Oh, they weren't specifically looking for Anne Frank.
They weren't going, where is she?
Where's Franker?
If she gets that book out, we are in the deep shit. We've got to stop the book. Imagine, oh God.
But
Just
anyway.
imagine if he was in charge. We did put him in charge of the country.
Terrifying.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Let him run the country.
Just for a week.
Or the mayor. What would you do if you were the president or the Lord Mayor of London or the
Prime Minister Carl.
I wouldn't do it like he's going to be offered it. It's a hypothetical question, Carl.
No, but Suzanne was, alright, my missus, if you're a new listener.
You keep her, sure.
Yeah, help her.
She was watching the news, trying to follow some heavy stuff. And I'm like,
The weather? What?
Do you know what I mean? I just was like bored and I was reading about that mouse that had an ear on its back and stuff like that. So she said, well, you take notice of this. Should be, you know what Ricky and Steve are like. They try to teach you stuff and you don't even want to learn. So to try and get me interested in it, she was like saying, what would you do if you're president and stuff?
Yeah.
And I can't be doing with any of it.
What did you come up with? You must
What would
have.
your slogan be?
What did you come up with? Did you come up with anything?
I had a little, the design of it, right? I said I'd have like red and blue, to sort of, do you know what I mean? Both sort of major sides into one. To get the best out of
Well,
both.
that's broken the back of it. That's a pretty good manifesto so far. Anything else? What's on the second page?
I had like, KP looks after me.
That would be the badges, would it?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm a KP nut.
Yeah. KP looks after me.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's about as far as I went with it.
What would you do? What about, policies, transport, crime, just law and order?
Yeah, how would you deal with crime? What would your initial approach be? Would you introduce guns? Should police carry guns?
Nah.
No.
Yeah. Would I have to worry about that?
Okay. No, good point. Good point.
No, what I'm saying is that, Tony Blair isn't sorting everything out, is he?
No, but he has a say in most things.
Does he? Well, go on then. What are the problems at the moment that need sorting out?
Well, generally, what's the best way to combat? Would you bolster up the prison system? Would you introduce more community service?
Would you go harsher for say I don't know, drugs? Would you go harsher or or less harsh. There's pros and cons of
Higher or
both, isn't it? Because of course you can't see to condone it, but some people, you know, you don't want to go through the court system and cost taxpayers thousands of pounds of money for someone, I don't know, the difference between smoking a spliff and dealing crack. Do you know what I mean? You have to all these things. Have I lost you?
Yeah, I'd just think about it for a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Brilliant.
You think about it for a bit.
Yeah.
Probably ask Suzanne. Do you know what I mean?
This is amazing.
Get her help on it.
Yeah.
Now, what about the foreign situation? Would you have supported Bush in his war on terrorism? You're aware of this war that we had recently?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, if I was new, though, couldn't I just say, look, new slate. Do you know what I mean? Let's start again.
Yeah,
Right.
of course you can.
I'm in charge now. Let's see if we can sort this out.
What would you do then?
Then see what happens. Just leave
Brilliant.
it. Just leave
Suck it and see.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
This is excellent.
Now, this is not really your jurisdiction. This is not really your area, but I imagine you'd have some powerful friends who might have a say in it.
Go on.
Yeah. Would you, what would you do about, single-sex marriages? Same-sex marriages?
See, this got this Cameron. I thought Cameron had blown it on Big Brother because they said, you know, what do you think about gay fellas getting married? And he went, no, in the Bible it says, you know, a man and a woman. And I thought, oh, he's put off a lot of.
Yeah.
I don't think many Christians tune into Big Brother, but we know the gays love it.
Yeah.
They love Big Brother, don't they? The gays.
Yeah, so interesting. But
So,
what would your take be on that? Same-sex marriages?
And then what? Having a kid?
Well, just let's start off with, you know.
That's all right, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Just let them get on with it. It's
Sure.
not affecting anyone else.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right? But it starts getting tricky
Right.
when you get a kid.
Okay.
Go on, why?
Well, it's just tricky, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you could be right. I'm not giving any. I mean, you know, we're not. There's no right or wrong
It's
answer.
alright if you were if you lived in the jungle, right, with no one else,
Yeah.
right, and you just had these two fellas, right,
Yeah.
looking after you, but because you got no one else looking in on that, saying, "Oh, you're a bit weird, aren't you?" Do you know what I mean? But
Right.
as soon as you come
So,
to
why have they got married? Do you think that gay people turned to a bloke because they couldn't get a woman? If there's two fellas go away and they're in the jungle, they go, we're definitely not going to find a woman here. We might as well bum. That's not how homosexuality starts. People don't.
It makes you wonder.
No, it does make you wonder. Gays don't go, well, I'll tell you what, I haven't seen a woman I fancy yet. I'll try a bit of knob.
No. But what I'm saying is, right, if you're brought up in like a little jungle, right?
Yeah.
How
are you brought up?
Someone just puts you there.
I don't know what. I don't know what this is about.
Steve, I can't be bothered.
Go on,
the
mate. I'm
country.
listening. I'm fascinated.
I can't be bothered running the country. Like, I'm too much trouble for you.
KP takes care of me.
All right, fair enough. What I'm saying is, right, if you're brought up in a jungle,
Right.
right,
What do you mean brought up?
Just let him finish.
What does he mean
You
brought
understand
up,
what
though?
like Tarzan.
You've got to tell me what you mean by brought up. Wolves, chimps. What?
Right, well, there's a good example of what I'm saying to you.
Right.
Right, what I'm saying is, there's a fella, right, he's brought up in the jungle.
Shut up, just let him finish. Let him finish!
There's no women about, he doesn't know about women, he doesn't understand what women are.
Right.
Right? But another fella walks in the scene,
Yeah.
and he gets pally with him.
What does he talk about?
Then they've both got needs.
This scenario is ridiculous. How has he lived? Or does he know what's his reference points?
I can't be bothered with this. Honestly, Saturday should be, day off and that, not worrying me about problems.
So, there we go. Karl as president. He's still confused, aren't you, Karl?
Just a little bit sort of amazed.
Yeah.
By the body.
Yeah. You're in awe of it, aren't you?
Just the way...
I'm amazed how two people can buy a baby on the internet for £3,000 and not realise it's a chimp till it goes to school.
No, but seriously, what we're, talking about there during Elbow and Fallen Angel, we were talking about that I think...
Yeah.
If you're locked up, well, not locked up in a room, you've got a normal life, except there's no women in it.
Yeah.
Right?
But how would that happen? What would his point of reference be? How would you bring
Right,
up
hang
a
on a minute,
person
can I just ask you
and
something,
totally...
though?
Go on.
How can infinite monkeys and a typewriter...
Right, again, I've told it before, right? That is not... You don't actually have to test that model. It's basically a model for that explains the nature of infinity. Okay?
Yeah, but...
I've told you before. it works because of the definition of infinity. There's nowhere in the world you'll ever be able to get an infinite amount of monkeys and typewriters to
But anyway, all I'm saying is, I think if you don't know about women, would you crave for a woman, even though you don't know her around?
When you hit sort of puberty, your hormones will kick in and you'd start getting urges.
But for what? If you don't know about it?
You don't have to know about it. You don't, if you grew up and you started feeling hunger, you wouldn't go, I wonder what that is. You'd go, get me a sandwich, I'm starving.
It's different though, it's different.
But I'm not, but we're not saying it's all hardwired or people can't change their natural state. We do it all the time. We fight nature all the time with conditioning.
God, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, well that's that one. I'll tick that. It's weird, isn't it?
No, the body is. There was something.
Yeah.
Did you read that thing the other week about
man with two penises?
No. We don't need that. We don't need that.
Lawyer who got in office realised he was actually an orangutan, and they just shaved him and put a suit on him from Hugo Boss. And the funny thing is, he won the case, and the judge said, "Well, don't send him back to jungle. Let him set off on his own. Budget, wibble, and podge." You'd make the best judge in the world.
No, there was a fella.
Here's a banana.
Hang on. Here's something I've learnt, remember?
Go on.
Back to, like, show 4 or whatever.
Go on.
What is it?
4?
The flea can jump over the London Eye?
No! No, it can jump the equivalent of if it was a 6-foot man. It can jump about 6 inches high. A flea cannot jump over the London Eye.
Yes, it can. Yeah, it can.
And
tell your kids that.
Can't. Oh,
remember.
Oh, a flea can jump over the London Eye, and an ant can lift 3 Volvos.
It's a slightly truncated show, isn't it, today, Carl? We've got
I don't like
we
it.
trust.
I don't like change, and that's what's happened. I'm not
You
happy
don't, do
today.
you? You're like Rain Man. Yeah. He really is like Rain Man. Anything change, he's got to get in a little routine. You can't.
No, I don't like to. I'm not like Suzanne's mum and dad and what have you, where routine cannot change no matter what.
Like what?
Well, we've talked about it where, you know, if it's a Tuesday, I'm having sausage, egg and chips no matter where I am. That's what they're like.
Right.
That's what they'll remember, actually. When I'm saying about stuff about Live 8 and all that, you know, people will remember. If people said to a dad, you know, you remember Live 8? Okay, what day was it on? Tuesday, well I had sausage, egg and chips. Nothing changes. But the thing is, today, normally we have a bit of a, you know, I know what we're doing where and all that, and it's all sort of messed up.
We don't usually know what we're doing where. We say, what should we do next?
No,
you go, what?
but I know, like, Rockbusters has been done early.
Right.
So that's normally done at about...
That's really throwing you. I say,
I just don't... I don't like all this change and that. It's messing about, isn't it?
Rain Man.
If you get... I mean, I think I read that, like, a big chunk of ice fell off one of the ice... what do you call them?
Caps.
Ice caps. Something like... I think they said it's the size of the Empire State Building or something.
Right.
It snapped off and went into the water, and it's melted. And they say, oh, it's bad news, you know, that something that size is melting. But the way I look at it, if something that size falls into the water, it's like a big ice cube, and it's gonna freeze it up again. You with me?
Not really, Carl.
Go on.
Right, you get a giant ice cube, the size of the Empire State Building, stick it in the water, it's gonna make, it's gonna stick back on again, isn't it?
Well, no, only if it freezes up again.
Yeah, well, it will freeze up. The water's going to get cold again because you've just put a giant ice cube in the water.
So when you put an ice cube in a drink, the drink doesn't freeze, does it?
No,
the ice melts.
If you put one the size of an Empire State Building in your glass of Jack Daniels, it's going to make it freezing.
It's not going in a glass of Jack Daniels, it's going in the ocean.
I know, but you see, I'm using my fables. Imagine a world.
Use your brain instead.
What is your favourite word?
Don't think I've got a favourite, because you only use them when you need to, don't you? I don't just go about saying the same word. So,
well, alright.
Yeah, it's not my favourite, it's just that it does the job. It does the necessary job for that time, doesn't it? It's like, how are you? I'm alright. It's a greeting.
What about, I think serendipity was voted England's favourite word.
Never used it.
No, stupid word.
Who decided that?
Don't know, it was a poll, but I will suggest things. I can't believe people coming up going, favourite word, serendipity.
Thanks for asking.
So,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but the thing is, say if it meant, oh, I'm fed up, would it still be the best word? Is it based on how it sounds and how it's put together, or what it means?
I think everything.
But then loads of words are being left out on, you know, which are probably brilliant words, and they're not getting a look in.
Such as?
Well, like that one, fed up. I'm fed up. It sums it up, doesn't it? Well, two, you know. It just sums it up. When someone goes, how are you? You go, I'm fed up, me. Sick of it. It's another good one.
Oh, we're getting somewhere. Come on, some of your other favourites, right?
I've had enough. It's just all stuff.
These aren't words, they're phrases.
They're all negative, they're all whinging.
These aren't words. What's your favourite thing? My favourite thing to do is moan.
Yeah.
That would be well, it's not one word, it's loads of words. Fed up, sick of it, that's enough. Jeez.
Whinge should be your favourite word.
Yeah. Whinge is a good word. I like NGEs. Lozenge, whinge, flange.
Yeah. What is your least favourite word?
It might be serendipity. That would be up there for me. I'll tell you what, that would be up there for me.
Probably like French words that have made it into the English thing.
Blancmange.
Just.
There's an unge there. So, you know.
How could you dislike it?
How could you dislike blancmange?
But just, you know, as if we haven't got enough words in our books.
Go on.
Because I was thinking about,
Go on.
alphabet, right? Why have we got that many? When other countries get by without that many letters in it.
We got more words than any other language as well.
But that's because we got more letters.
Well, I don't know.
So we've created a headache. I reckon you could at least half it.
Well, you probably could half it.
Well, you only use about half a dozen of them.
No, but stuff like an X, you look at words that have got X in, and they're always words that you go, what does that mean? How's someone come up with that? That's how it comes across to me, and there's loads of big words. It's like dinosaur names. It's like, well, look, nobody was about when they were knocking about, so let's make up some names for them using the letters that hardly get used. They've all got Y's and X's in them.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, well, let's use it for that.
Yeah.
So you just, it's not so much what is your least favourite word, you just don't really like most of the words.
Just cut down the words. Stop adding new words. I get by, I don't know how many words there are in the world, but I reckon I hardly use any of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, this year's word must be podcast.
Yeah, but
that'll be in the dictionary, and
but it's made up, innit? It wasn't here before, it's just another one. This is what I'm saying about...
But what else would you call this? You know, there is a new concept called podcasting. That is a podcast.
But it's also a broadcast. We had a word for it. It's still a broadcast.
Yeah, but they go, oh, you're a broadcaster. Oh, what radio station? No, I don't work on a radio station. I do a radio show, but I don't understand. Well, I do a radio show and I upload it, and I don't understand. It's called a podcast! Done!
Here's another idea. Add a new one, get rid of an old one. Last one in, first one out, or whatever. Do it that way. That's a good way.
What would you get rid of then? So we've brought in podcast this year, but what word would you lose?
Well, what's the name? Those birds that died out.
Dodos.
Get rid of it. If the bird's gone, the word can, surely.
It's almost profound.
Oh, it's amazing. It's great. Oh, God.
What turns you on, creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Learning.
That's a nice answer.
Yeah.
Excellent. Will you say that?
Yeah, but everything you teach me, I take it in. It's just that sometimes I go, I don't get it. But that still counts as far as I'm concerned.
Well, no, it doesn't. Learning is, knowledge is, there must be some sort of retention. You can't say I've got a great memory for a second. You can't say that. It has to stay there. And then knowledge has to be, applied. You can't just have all this knowledge that isn't applicable because it's useless. I mean, trivia is useless to a large extent. It's not real knowledge because it doesn't really help you in practically.
No, but there's a lot of that going on. You're always reading stuff that you go, I've just read that. It's got me thinking for a minute. It's not going to help me in any way, but it gets a reaction, doesn't it?
Well, that's good, yeah. That's what art does, and yeah, sometimes education's good for its sake if it really does inflame, but
then sometimes, like I've said before, you can know too much where it gets you down.
Go on.
I just was reading something about an octopus. That's like a killer octopus. And it annoyed me that this was knocking about now. Because I didn't know, I thought they were quite friendly. Whenever you see them in cartoons and that, they're always happy, aren't they? And then suddenly, like, they've sort of brought the whole sort of creature down. Do you know what I mean?
No, what do you mean?
Well, just you know, when you see them in films, they're running about and that, and everybody likes an octopus. But this one that's on it was your fault, really, because you told me about that frog that's going about killing people.
No, I didn't say that.
So I looked it up on the internet at, like, other creatures and stuff. And there's some octopus that's in the sea. And what it does, you don't even have to, like, threaten it. It just spits in the water. And if that stuff gets on you, does you in.
Again,
So in a way it's good knowledge, because, I mean, I don't go in the sea anyway because it's full of stuff like that. But that's just reassured me that I'm doing the right thing. If they're knocking about, just gozzing everywhere, you don't even have to be near one. You don't even know if it's been spitting and stuff. It can kill you. It just seems unfair. I haven't harmed it. I haven't gone near it. Why is it getting annoyed with me? Doesn't seem right. So that's where a knowledge has not helped that octopus out. Because now, when you eat them, I just think, yeah, have another one. Do you know what I mean? Get rid of them.
Another conversation with himself. Another conversation with himself.
What is your favourite curse word?
I don't think I do anything like that. I think people can tell by my face when I'm, like, fed up.
Well, they know you're fed up because you're always whinging.
I don't think I've got one. Knobhead. That sums everything up, and I think it's...
But you wouldn't call your nan a knobhead, would you? What would you call a nan?
But she doesn't do anything to annoy me that much.
But if she did, what would you say? If she really annoyed you?
Well, knobhead's alright, isn't it? Because she sort of gets it. It's one of them things that everybody understands, but it's not too offensive.
Right.
What a knobhead.
Alright, you're getting into this, aren't you?
So that sums it up, but I don't really... Do you need one of them? What's that doing for you? It's better to think, innit? Like, okay, I've just slagged off that octopus, but at no point was a effing and jeffing about it. You know how annoyed I am with it. I don't have to start swearing about it, and that's...
What would you do, though, if you were swimming, right? It was a nice little thing, you're on holiday, right? And there's this octopus there, and you're going around, right? And you just see it start spitting at you, poison. What would you say to it?
Well, it's too late then, innit? And I'd kick it. And I'd say, knobhead. I would, but what's the point? What's the point in getting annoyed now? Because it's done its stuff, hasn't it?
I don't know why you'd kick it and call it a knobhead under the water. What is this octopus thinking? Oh, God. Oh, okay, you fucking eight-legged shit.
I'm not bothered. I don't know what you're saying.
Fucking cunt of a mollusk.
I'll just spit at you again. It's not bothered.
You slimy little fucking boneless wanker.
This is why the face
Are you still talking to the octopus?
When are the exams? June?
Something like that, yeah.
We're trying to register next week, and I reckon you can get an A or B.
In history. I'm busy.
In history. No, don't worry about it, it's just easy. You get your Brody's notes. If Heat magazine, they love you, Carl. They could probably sort something out. They could probably pay for a tutor. They got a lot of money, they sell a lot of magazines.
I mean, it is almost always, and you found that out, I discovered this, it's always the Tudors and Stuarts. There's no fear for them not coming up. Now, what do you already know about them? You must already know stuff about Henry VIII and Elizabeth.
No, because it's too long ago to even get interested in. Do you know what I mean? You can't.
Is that why you didn't?
To it.
Okay.
The Anderson thing, it was like, God, you know, I bet my mum and dad were in an Anderson shelter. You know, this is interesting.
What, when they...
Oh, my granddad would have, like, had something to do with this. But the Tudors, it's like, I don't know even if they had a family back then. It's got... the problem with the moon is...
Here's a statement. The problem with the moon is... ...
Yeah, the problem with the Earth is there's too much water.
Yeah.
No, the moon... It's been around ages, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But it's got no history. It's got nothing to show for it. Just a load of old rocks and stuff. And for me, history is created by stuff happening on it. So really, the moon, even though it's old, in a way it's new, because it's untouched and that.
But we don't go to the moon to visit museums or arcades.
No, but say like Henry VIII, right? You watch Antiques Roadshow or whatever, and some woman goes, "Oh, this plate you've got, this was Henry VIII's," and as you can see the knife marks on it. Oh look, there's some chicken on it, right? And you go, "Oh God, yeah, that's amazing." Then someone goes in and goes, "Here's a plate of Henry VIII's, but it hasn't been used, it's still in the box." You'd go, "Well, it's not as good, that." It's got no history.
No, because very often on the Antiques Roadshow, they have Henry VIII's plate with a bit of chicken on it. They kept that. Don't throw that away. Why? Arthur Negus are like that in a few hundred years' time.
No, but do you understand what I'm saying? Things are only good if stuff's happened on it. The moon, you're up there, you're having a look, you're going, no one else has even been here.
But you go to the moon for research purposes, for scientific research.
There, Steve.
What do you mean there's nothing there? They're examining the soil and the environment and the air.
It's just a long way to go.
Well, they're not doing that, are they? They're just not doing that.
Well, they're not, are they? Because last time they went up, they were playing golf or something. There's golf balls up there that they've been whacking about. What sort of research is that? That's what I'm saying. There's nothing up there, so why else would you go all that way and go, "Oh, nothing here. Fancy a knockabout?" Why are they knocking golf balls about if there's really important stuff to look at? You don't see people in museums going, "Fancy having a knock some golf balls about?" No, I'm looking at this vase. Oh, right, that's interesting. But on the moon, nothing. Nothing to look at. What other games have you brought? That's what I mean. And then we went and had a look at the volcanoes and that. They've got 36 of them to look at.
How many did you look at before you realised that pretty much, you've seen one volcano, you've seen them all?
Probably about 6 or 7.
Really? Yeah. And then when you got to the 8th, you thought, "No, I know what this is going to be, Suzanne. This is going to be like a mountain with a hole in the top."
Yeah.
Really?
But it happened years ago as well. It's like, just keep a couple, fill the rest in, tidy it up.
Fill the rest in! Yeah, no, well, getting some builders.
No, seriously though.
Okay, 4 million tons of concrete, please.
They're an absolute death trap.
Yeah, what? Yeah. What do you mean, fill them in? Do you know what a volcano is?
Just a hole, isn't it? That's happened.
Well, it's more than the hole. It's more a portal to the magma in the centre of the Earth.
Back in 1730 it happened, and they still haven't sorted it out.
Well, when you say it happened, volcanoes were made a lot longer ago than 1730.
No, but the one that did Lanzarote.
Right.
Sort it out.
What would you suggest? How can they fill it in? It's joined. It's all joined.
No, but what I'm saying is,
the big plates of the Earth are all joined. All the magma's joined.
With the trade centre thing, that happened. They cleaned it up, sorted it out, they've moved on. That's what I'm saying. Whereas Lanzarote have just gone, leave it. It happened back in 1730.
You misunderstand me. How, in the name of God, can you fill in a volcano? You ignorant twit.
No, but it's not just the holes. They've actually left the lava everywhere. That's what I mean. It's not just the big holes. There's lava everywhere.
But it's molten rock. They can't just pick it up like they're like a carpet.
Put it in the holes. The holes are there ready. Just push it all in.
Anyway, listen. Rob's question is this, Carl, and it's specifically to you. Carl, if you could have a superpower, like Superman, what would your superpower be?
Can I suggest consciousness?
Yeah.
Can I have the power of thought?
Remember, you've already got opposable thumbs. So cross that one off the list.
Oh, go on, Carl.
There's so many to choose from. Telepathy, X-ray vision.
Flight. Invisibility.
Choose it wisely.
Strength. Intelligence.
But why have I been picked?
Oh, for God's sake!
No, but I'm just saying...
It's Rob's question for you.
But I'd just say, does anyone else want this? Or... do you know what I mean?
Oh, what do you wish you could do that's impossible is the question, what? What do you mean?
Because with that comes a responsibility.
With enormous power does come great responsibility.
So, would you like Spidey senses? Is that what you're saying? Would you like some senses? Would you like some sense? The power of sense?
Come on, Carl, you know what these superheroes, because they can
I know, but
freeze things.
They're never happy, are they? Do you know what I mean? Spider-Man wanted to tell that girl that he could climb walls and that, he's like, I can't. Superman never told Lewis and that.
Who's Lewis? Who's Lewis?
Lewis.
Who's Lewis?
It's just a pen pal of Superman's.
Lewis! His little secret chum! Yeah! Alright, Superman. Hello, Lewis. What are you doing? Superman. Who are you? I can't tell you, Lewis. Brilliant.
You know, Hulk, he wasn't happy. So...
But you're being allowed to choose the superpower. You don't have to get it forced upon you like the Hulk.
Hulk, he wasn't happy! It's true, he's got a theme. He has got a theme. There's not many happy superheroes, are
But
there?
leaving aside the superheroes you're already aware of,
Yeah.
what superpower do you want? You don't have to fight crime with it, Carl.
Everyone around the world now is thinking, what can Carl choose? Let's deliver it to him now, Carl. Think about it and give us the answer, please.
Let me just remind you of some of the other things. Invisibility.
All the time, though, or can I sort of turn that on and off?
Let's say you could turn it on and off. Would that interest you?
Yeah. I'll have that.
Right. Okay, and what would you do with this power of invisibility?
Just sort of wander about and just not get seen.
It's a brilliant power! It's a brilliant... And it's put to such brilliant use! It's brilliant! Well done!
And why would you want to walk around and not be seen in that? What would you gain from that?
Don't know, you could sort of go in shops when they shut, so you don't have to go with
How
the
would you get
crowds.
in?
Just get in just before they lock up.
Oh, yeah! How would you get out?
Wait till the morning.
Brilliant.
So, hang on. So, that's your use of invisibility. They found the power of invisibility. You want to sneak into... Bear in mind... No, hang on, you want to sneak into HMV, right, wait for 12 hours, and then buy something.
I love it!
Just so that you don't have to be in there with other people.
Do you know what? I don't want it. I don't want a power.
Why not?
Because I just don't think it'll do me any good. I think it's more of a hindrance.
I love this! It's like, just think of his presents. We've given you a trip into space, and the chance to be invisible.
Not happy with any of them.
Yeah, what he wants is a voucher for HMV.
Yeah, he just wants some tokens for a record shop.
These are milestones in human evolution. The opposable the forward-facing eyes, the upright. These are massive things in taking us out of the animal kingdom.
And one day, Carl, you'll walk upright.
But what do you mean about eyes facing forward? You mean before we got here, there was people whose eyes were looking in their head? I don't understand that. Is that what you mean?
No, because when we got sort of binocular vision. Is that the answer?
Just cavemen in front of dinosaurs and that, they sort of went, oh. And then...
Well, it wasn't cavemen in front of dinosaurs, was it? Because cavemen weren't alive when dinosaurs were alive.
There was a couple knocking about.
Right, okay, fair enough.
There was a crossover point, surely.
Not dinosaurs like
15 million. Was the probably the Ice Age. There were still big reptiles.
I think it's fairly common knowledge that the dinosaurs did not exist.
Well, who gave the dinosaurs the name?
Well, no. Well, no. I don't know. Carl, now tell me back now. What are the Amish?
They're just people who sort of live like in the olden times. So to them, they're sort of in about 1842 or something. So they're getting old papers and that. They haven't cut up to.
No.
They haven't cut. They don't have telly.
They don't deny that the 20th century has happened. They just don't want to be part of it. They look up and they see planes and they know what they are, and they go into the town and they see in the window of Dixon's a telly. They just don't want to be part of it.
No, they're still living. They are
still living like it's
that's what I mean,
yeah, but they know about everything else. They just don't want to be part of it because they think that the sort of the revolution was a bad thing. They think that society became more and more depraved, and they wanted to go away from it, and they want to go back to old values, and they think they don't need TV and jets and that way of life. They can survive in the old way because the old way was better.
Missing out on Live 8.
Yeah, but they haven't had Band-Aid yet.
Yeah, I think this is the problem that Carl had. He in his mind, they were just a bit delayed, so that in his head they were slowly moving towards the 20th century.
They wouldn't be able to watch most of these bands, all their electric guitar. They'd be allowed to watch Tracy Chapman.
Yeah.
Doing an acoustic set.
Yeah.
Between the bands. Yeah. That'd be alright.
But no, in Carl's mind, it's like if he...
Although they wouldn't like Fast Car. They wouldn't like a scene about that. They go, I don't know what you're talking about. Pony and Trap. You got a pony and trap. That'd be alright.
But are they still... Do they still get sort of rubbish post and that saying we need your money for this, or... You know, get behind this charity?
They live in a isolated community. They're farmers, aren't they? They're farmers.
It's an agricultural community, and they're obviously very staunchly religious. In actual fact, it would suit you very well, because you hate crowds, you hate groups of people, you don't like the modern world. You'd love it down there, wouldn't you?
He wouldn't like getting up at 4 o'clock to milk a cow, though, would he?
Well, no, but he'd get used to it.
Go back to bed, couldn't you?
It's probably out... I mean, have they got anything to do with the Hare Krishna people?
No.
No.
Nothing at all.
Because out of all the religions, that's... You know, I'm not a religious person. I don't understand.
You're only saying Hare Krishna because you've got the head. That's the only reason you think it'd be...
I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, out of all it, you just... What was that?
Money just fell out of my pocket where I'm nearly laying down.
That's the danger of wearing sweatpants everywhere you go.
I'm only ever lying down in a chair.
No, I'm, you know, I've never been a religious type. You know, if people want to do it, I let them do it and what have you.
Good of you.
But out of all of them, I want one that's not going to take over your life. I don't want one where you've got to get up 3 times a day and you've got to go and pray and that you've got to get up early. Forget that. It's getting in the way. But if it's something like, I was walking to work the other day, right, across Oxford Street. There's a little Hare Krishna fella there, and he sort of had, he had a leaflet and stuff, and he said, you know, are you interested? And I said, what do you do? And he said, well, you know, we're against getting stressed out and what have you. And he gave me a plum. They hand out food for some reason. But I sort of asked a few questions.
That's the imagery. These two bold people, one of which is wearing an orange smock,
holding a plum in the middle.
He hands the other one a plum. It's almost like you can imagine some kind of religious painting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you know, what is their sort of main thing? Because he didn't really tell me that much. He was a Japanese bloke, so I didn't know what he was saying that much.
Why? He wasn't speaking English?
Not very well. He wasn't the best sales bloke to send out for them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what's that? Are they? You're saying they're nothing like?
Well, I believe Hare Krishna is a kind of as an offshoot of a sort of Buddhist faith.
It is. I think they are Buddhist, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously their kind of trademark, as it were, is that they have to say. I believe they have to say Hare Krishna in a certain rhythm, in a certain order, a certain amount of times per day. That's why you see them walking down the street saying Hare Krishna, because it's actually a sort of religious chant which they're obliged to do. So you see, even if you go into the Hare Krishna faith, you may find yourself, you know, in Tesco or whatever, forced to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Perhaps
out loud, not just thinking it.
Yeah, no, out loud.
You can put it on an iPod and
you couldn't put that on an iPod. No, it doesn't count. No, I think you have to actually say it. So I guess that kind of eats into your social life a little bit.
And there's the wearing orange as well.
Particularly frustrating, I imagine, if you're in a cinema or a library. A little bit awkward there, you know, midway through.
Or
Star
you
Wars,
live next door to a bloke called Hare Krishna,
yeah,
who constantly thinks you're calling him.
Yeah,
that probably.
Yeah. So that's in this. I mean, I don't think we've quite done the Hare Krishna faith its full service there, but so interesting to you. I mean, you got handed a plum. You've been treated well by them.
Yeah, well, but he couldn't tell. I just wanted to know how much time it would take up. What are the benefits? You know, what can you do? What can't you do?
Well, I think the benefits are they probably don't get stressed out. They've probably got that sort of that zen, that chi-ness about them, where they try and interact and
quite meditative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some nice trainers as well, don't they, with their orange.
What are you looking for then in a faith, Carl? You say what are the benefits? I mean, obviously Catholicism, you get the communion wine and bread, so.
Yeah, but I can afford that.
Right.
Probably just I liked the Crusaders. I was forced into joining that as a kid because a mate sort of joined it, and he sort of said, "Are you joining?" I sort of swore at him. I said, "I'm not doing that." Right? Yeah. He said, "Right, if you don't come with me, I'll tell your mum that you just swore." So I was like, "Oh." So I went. So I went along, and they used to just go on the Friday when they played, you know, Sabutio and stuff. And then I went on one Sunday, and it was totally different. There was no Sabutio. There was no sort of, you know,
table tennis.
The thing where you hold a thing and knock things over. Skittles. They was all out on a Friday. Went on the Sunday, it was rubbish. He said, right, sit down in this room. They gave me a Bible. Thought, this looks too heavy, this is too big. I'm not interested in this book. And, I never went again. I used to hide on a Sunday when they came round. And, that's been the only sort of...
why did it suddenly turn out to have to hide on a Sunday when they're coming round?
Because they wouldn't leave. They wouldn't leave.
Who was it? Were they adults?
It was well, he seemed like an adult to me at the time, but he was probably about 27.
Well, that is an adult.
Yeah, but, do you know what I mean? He seemed a lot older when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he came knocking and that, and he used to say to me, Mum, I'll just tell him I'm ill or something. And, he used to hang around to see if I'd eventually come out to play and that. And if I did, I think they would have grabbed me and took me there.
I love the idea that for you, religion has to bring with it some kind of gift. It's like, you know, join our faith and you get an alarm clock radio. It's like something like
I think religion does bring a gift. Usually, it's
the gift of the Lord.
Well, the gift of everlasting life, isn't it? And that's the problem with it, you know. A lot of people believe in it because they think.
But for Karl, his feeling is like, that should be a given. That's safe. I'm definitely going home with eternal life. But what else can I have? Is there an iPod?
You have to have a religion, because obviously I don't have a religion. I don't miss it, and I wouldn't want one. I'm an atheist, and that's out of belief. That's out of logic, and we don't get into the politics or the morality of it. Why do you feel you need a religion? Why don't you just get a hobby?
Well, I didn't want one. I don't want one. I just was saying that, you know, if I was to get one, which one would I go for? Is what I'm saying.
I'd like to see you perhaps as a Jew. I think Judaism would suit you well, I think.
What are the hours like for that?
Tough. It can be tricky.
That's what I mean. I don't want anything that's, you know... And they have a day where they don't eat and stuff. I couldn't be doing that.
So then they have days when they eat too much?
Yeah, but what happens if I'm not that hungry that day? Like I say, I don't like change.